GB student Julia Sergila with the national anthem here tonight at the Resch Center. We are getting set. Let's get you the lineups here. For the visiting Panthers and head coach Rob Jeter, now in his fourth year, 14-8 overall this year, 9-3 in the league. Overall for Rob Jeter, 59-55, 36-26 in Horizon League play. In the backcourt, a couple of seniors. Avery Smith, 6'3", Milwaukee native, averaging 12.5 points, 5 rebounds, 3 assists per game. Ricky Franklin, a 6'1" senior, also from Milwaukee, 7 points and 4 boards a game. Tone Boyle, the junior college transfer, a Middleton, Wisconsin native, 6'2" junior, leading scorer at 15 points a game. Tony Meyer, another freshman, 6'8", averaging 7 points, 4.5 rebounds. And then James Ayers, 6'7", 340. He's not that big anymore. He's still 6'7", probably about 300. The junior college forward, a junior, averaging 9 points and 5 rebounds per game. For the Phoenix as they turn out the lights here at the Resch Center. 18-6 overall, 10-2 in Horizon League. Head coach Todd Kowalczyk in his 7th season now, 110-94. 59-51 in league play. A win tonight would set a new high for wins under Coach Kowalczyk with 19. In the backcourt, Milwaukee native Troy Cotton has been on a tear, the 6'1" junior, averaging just under 13 points a game. He leads the Horizon League in made three-pointers a game at just under 3, and second in shooting percentage from long range at 42.6. Ramon Fletcher, the 5'10" sophomore, running the point, 10 points, 4 assists per game. In the front court, Terry Evans, 6'5" senior forward, 9.5 points, 5 rebounds, and a couple of dunks per game. Mike Schochner, 11 points, 4.5 rebounds, a 6'8" senior from Somerset. Had a big academic honor this week. We'll tell you about that coming up. And Randy Berry, 6'9", junior forward, 6.5 points, 6 rebounds per game. The starting lineup brought to you by Pepsi Bottling of Northeast Wisconsin. The tip, the action coming up after this timeout. You've been listening to the Einstein Wireless pregame show from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
Gotcha.
Check that stand. It's like teetering right on the edge. No, I know, but if somebody hits the table, it's going over.
From you, our customers. What's missing? How can we do better? What will make your grocery shopping experience more satisfying?
Yeah, that's good.
More complete. We call it Festival's Boomerang Food. Constant innovation to bring you back.
10 seconds.
Now back to Phoenix Festival.
3, 2, 1.
The joint is jumping already, and we haven't even jumped the opening tip yet. Our officials tonight, good one in Tim Fogarty, Lamar Simpson, and Brad Gaston for a major Horizon League tilt. Elsewhere in the league tonight, the big one that Green Bay will certainly have one eye on at the end of this game. Number 11, Butler, at Wright State tonight. Wright State, while they have trouble scoring, is in the race at 8-4 in the league, but they are having their struggles tonight against Butler at home. The Bulldogs on the road lead at 39-21 at the half.
Well, they jumped out to an 18-point lead, and they've been able to maintain it.
Yeah, and that's tough for Wright State. They have as good as they can defend, and beginning the week, they were number 2 in the nation in scoring defense. They just have a hard time getting points. And trying to come back on Butler, a very good defensive team in their own right, 3rd in the nation for that matter, before Monday night's game with the Phoenix. That's going to be a tough road to hoe for Wright State. So Green Bay, they know Butler has to lose again to at least have a shot at number 1, but they need to take care of the number 2 seed, and they can go a long way in that with a win tonight over Milwaukee in a series sweep. That has not happened for the Phoenix over Milwaukee in 11 years. Terry Evans and Tony Meyer, a pair of 21s to jump center here tonight. Green Bay in their home whites, trimmed in green letters and numerals. The Panthers in their road blacks, trimmed in gold numerals, gold lettering. They will go left to right. The Phoenix will go right to left. Lamar Simpson to toss in a minute as he separates Troy Cotton and Tone Boyle. I think Lamar's enjoying the spotlight, don't you?
Getting everybody in the right spot, that's all.
Evans back taps over Randy Berry and tracked down in the backcourt all the way under the basket by Avery Smith. So the Panthers get the first crack at it. We're underway as this huge crowd settles in to the Resch Center for a pivotal game. Ayers, a 6'7" junior college guy, posts up Berry. Double team comes. He kicks out to Boyle. Boyle, a good three-point shooter. Ayers reloads on the post, spins from Randy Berry, misses the half hook. Rebound Terry Evans. Ayers came off the bench in that first meeting, Bill, so it's a
first
change.
Start of the season tonight.
Fletcher, step back three, buries it.
Boy, that's a good sign. We have seen Ramon get red hot. That's a great start for him.
How many games here on this homestand have we seen him pop the opening shot? I think that's 3 in a row. Meyer spinning on Schochner, cut off, and he traveled. Good defense by Mike Schochner. Tony Meyer, 6'8" from Missouri, the freshman. Didn't play very well in the first game, but he's coming off a monster game against UIC last Saturday night. He had 17 points and 16 rebounds. He's got hops, he's got length. He'll get his hands on a lot of balls if the Phoenix don't box him out.
Yeah, it's interesting. Obviously, Rob Jeter likes the matchup he has with Ayers on the floor against Berry. Therefore, he gets the start tonight. As I said, his first of the year in 23 games.
Randy Berry, high post against Ayers. Milwaukee in man-to-man here. Berry still on the hold. Dump it down to Schochner. Schochner, right block extended against Meyer. Backing down, hands to Terry Evans on a weave. Evans, step back long, two. Down the well for Terry Evans.
That might even be a better sign because we saw Terry really struggle from the field Monday night. Didn't make anything outside of a dunk.
Terry's going to have his hands full defensively. He's got Avery Smith tonight. And here's Smith on Evans, into the lane, leave for Ayers, reverse it up and in. Ayers has got pretty nifty footwork for a big man, and I mean big man.
He really does, and the referee, Tim Fogarty there, just giving a little warning, a little reminder to Terry Evans, who touched the ball out of the basket, knocked it away. Says leave it alone.
They try and pressure in the backcourt. Phoenix easily beat it. Fletcher into the open court, leave for Berry. Berry blocked from behind by Ayers. Milwaukee leads the conference in blocked shots per game, and they get one right out of the gate.
You know, Berry thought he was fouled from behind, but the ref was right there.
5-2 Green Bay. Ayers again on the right block, goes against Berry to the fadeaway. Randy Berry seeing everything in the arsenal early, and full court pressure by the Panthers. They throw it into Troy Cotton, back to Schochner. Schochner, nobody on him, so he brings it across quickly. All the way to the free throw line. Nearly loses the dribble. Nearly loses it out of bounds. It does go out of bounds, but it's off Milwaukee. So Green Bay ball, 27 to shoot, exactly 18 minutes left in this opening half. Green Bay up by a point.
Well, I thought Mike had traveled there, and so did Coach Jeter. He's over there talking to Fogarty, but they say it was off of Milwaukee, no violation, Phoenix ball.
Cotton out high, around a Berry screen. On the bounce, hands to Schochner, high post against Meyer. Here comes cutting Fletcher down the lane. Bounce pass Berry, stolen by Ayers. Smith out in front of the pack, in on Cotton, scoops it up and in, and Milwaukee takes the lead.
We talk about the extra pass all the time. That one may be costly as Fletcher looked like he had the best look, but he gave it up and got it turned over.
Green Bay quickly breaks the press. Schochner in deep and catches and fires off the window. Green Bay back on top. A frenetic pace here early, Bill.
I think the pace actually would favor the Phoenix at this rate.
Now they're a little deeper. And you can understand Milwaukee has really struggled shooting a basketball.
Look at that defense.
Down on the
Great
floor.
defense.
Avery Smith has to cover up and call a timeout. Ramon Fletcher. Nice switch at 17:08, 30-second timeout with Green Bay leading 7-6.
Fletcher did not get screened as they came to try to set the pick on him, and he fought through it and was able to force the ball carrier to the floor. It could have been a travel, really, because he went down to the ground, but was able to get the timeout.
Green Bay, you remember at the end of that game, after they had that big lead in Milwaukee, Milwaukee did not shoot the threes particularly well, but did late to get it back in, and they had a lot of trouble switching screens, leaving guys open. And we'll see how well they communicate tonight in that department.
It is 7 of 25 from three-point range in that game for the Milwaukee Panthers, but half of those at least came late.
Yeah, and Green Bay was only 4 of 19 that night from three-point range. 13 to shoot. Smith has it right wing, drives right, cut off by Berry, and Evans now on a double team. Gets it back out, Boyle, 6 to shoot. Swing it left side, Meyer. Meyer on the drive, coming in, scooping on Berry. Missed everything, picked up by Evans. Bounce pass out front, Fletcher. 3-on-1, around Boyle, draws the contact. Fletcher will shoot 2.
Nice job by Randy Berry at the defensive end to force Meyer into an awkward shot, and then Coach talked about it in his pregame transition, get the ball moving. Terry Evans found Fletcher streaking down the floor, and he was able to draw the foul.
So Ramon Fletcher to the line and clangs the first one. Fletcher 74%. Green Bay up to number 2 in the country now at 79.4% after that 32 of 35 outing against Butler the other night.
You know, looking at the numbers overall this season, the Phoenix have attempted a good deal more than anybody else in this league by about 20.
Franklin loads a long three out top and hits it. 9-8 Milwaukee, their first three. Ball rolls away, so the clock stops. Mike Schochner now to inbound, 16.5 to go. It's been a fast pace early. Milwaukee going to pressure every inbounds pass, and then Fletcher, if he gets it, is just going to put the foot on the gas. Miss Barry open on the right baseline. Instead, Fletcher backs it out. Coach K shouts out the play. 23 on the shot clock. Evans to Schochner on the high post. Now Barry has Ayers at the free throw line. Kick over to Fletcher. Three from the right corner. Too strong off the rim. Tipped by Boyle. Controlled by Ayers. Milwaukee with a 1-point lead. Avery Smith. Ayers goes around Barry. Takes that travel. And they're going to call a foul, but that was a travel before the foul. Lamar Simpson missed the travel. Everybody else saw it. Ayers picks up the first foul on the Phoenix. Our first timeout. 15:53 to go. UWM 9 and Green Bay 8. Back after this from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
Hi, Mike Daniels, president of Nicolay National Bank. We have had great response to our new website. There have been some great conversations that have started already. Please keep the thoughts and ideas coming. One area of the website that I think you should check out is the
Maybe
blog
this is
by
a
my
different
partner,
check
Bob
presence.
Atwell.
Maybe this
Bob
is
has a
mistake
tremendous
fry.
perspective of national newsmakers and the ability to
Be
relate
careful
it
with
back to
your,
everyone in Wisconsin. By the way, this is Bob Unplugged. There are no attorneys or PR people.
I almost got
ready
thrown
to
out of a
read
game
this
one
blog.
time by the
If you
referee
ask
for
for
doing
honest
that when I was
communication,
broadcasting.
We got it from all of us. Envision the difference.
Is
the
somebody's
future,
phone
Nicolay
ringing? Is that
National
ringing
Bank.
over there?
Question. What would you do with unlimited cell phone
Because I feel
minutes
the table
for
buzzing.
$37.95 a month?
Well, I'd probably check in on my son at college every
That
day,
is, that's
you know, just to see if
66,000
he's
right there.
studying.
Hello?
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 Dad, what's up?
Hello?
At Einstein Wireless, talk all you want for just $37.95 a month. No contracts, no deposits, no missed moments.
Wonder what the other one was.
Einstein Wireless, people matter. Minutes don't. Visit us in the Bay
70
Park Square
grand?
Mall.
Hey, there's the
Now,
kid,
and across
recruit
from
from
the Fox
Wausau.
Mall.
Next
Big
time
redhead
you're
kid.
at your local grocery store, pick up some Steve's cheese and
What's her
Larry's
name
string
wanted to
cheese
tell you
to
before?
enjoy.
Did she tell you?
Whether it's
Paige?
lunch, it's lunch,
She's
friends
doing
coming
the,
over to enjoy yourself. Steve's
chicken
cheese and
catch
Larry's
or
string
toss
cheese
and
has
catch,
something
whatever.
to
She is?
With the
Phoenix
card?
Park,
Classic,
Phoenix
yeah.
special off 15 for game tickets
Thank you.
to receive a discount off your favorite Steve's cheese or Larry's string cheese product. Steve's Cheese and Larry's String Cheese is distributed by Price Distributing Company, LLC. From Kiel, Wisconsin, a great Phoenix supporter.
Welcome back to Phoenix Best.
3, 2, 1.
Panthers with a 9-8 lead on the Phoenix. They'll have the basketball coming out of this timeout, and Green Bay at the first timeout, as they normally do, will bring in the offense off the bench. Ryan Tillema, who would lead the conference in scoring at 17.1 a game if he had played enough games overall this season. But in Horizon League games, he's number one at 17.6. He's in, Marquise Perrine is in, Pat Nelson is in as well, along with Evans and Cotton. No subs for Milwaukee.
Which is interesting because Ayers is still out there. He looks like he's a little winded, but Rob Jeter, I guess, using that timeout to give him a little breather, and he's going to stay with him. You know,
This is taking an awful lot of time to get this ball in play. There's a problem at the scores table. I think we're waiting for TV. This game is going back to Milwaukee tonight. A separate TV feed from the local Green Bay feed, and we may have something to do with the commercials here.
Here comes the referee now. He says, what the
Tim
heck's
Fogarty.
going on?
And Tim Fogarty telling the scores, said, well, you got to tell us so we can tell the teams they don't need to come out that early.
That's right.
If we're not ready to roll here. But now we are, and Franklin throws it all the way into the back court from underneath his own basket. He comes to get it back from Boyle. Franklin buried a long, long triple.
You know, Ricky Franklin was really quiet down in Milwaukee. Just 1 of 5 that night.
Here's Meyer trying to find Ayers on the block against Nelson, spinning up and under move. Nelson, oh, he almost got the block, and a little English there from Ayers as he rolled that one high off the glass. It's 11-8. And Ayers now with 4. Inside Evans, misses with the left hand. He got in, but couldn't get it over the rim. Avery Smith bumps off Evans, loads a 3, and hits it. And all of a sudden, it's a 6-point lead for Milwaukee.
Yeah, Avery Smith is a heck of a player. He can hurt you.
Here's Perrine, has it poked away, lost it. Boyle in the open court. Cotton back, cuts him off. Green Bay, good job. Transition defense. Here's Smith, wants to work around a Meyer screen. Tillema picks up Smith on a switch. Now Ayers coming to bump him off. Smith gets down the lane, scooping and scoring. Nelson couldn't get there to wipe it away. And now it's a 10-point run for Milwaukee. They lead by 8. Perrine to Cotton. Cotton has yet to attempt a shot tonight. And he was kind of a slow starter against Butler, remember. He scored 8 points in the final 3 minutes of the half. Perrine tries to draw a foul on Ayers. Nothing called. Ball out of bounds to Milwaukee.
Now Ayers finally checks out, and your buddy Anthony Hill's back in.
Why do you say that? I don't get
he's the
guy. He's the kid that wiped me out
you gotta take
in
you out
Milwaukee.
of your seat. Don't worry, I'll protect you tonight.
All right, big fella. Anthony Hill had himself a nice game. He had 15 points, 3 rebounds, and a couple of blocks in that first minute. He hit 6 of 8 from the field. For a long time, he was their only offense. Myers blocked by Nelson, and a foul called. Wow. So Myers going to shoot a pair. Coach K still unhappy about the previous possession where Perrine went in and got bumped hard on his drive with no call, and now Meyer, after Nelson got the block, gets to shoot a pair of free throws.
Well, there was a screen set to allow Meyer to make that drive down the lane, and you could hear the contact from over here. And I believe it was Ricky Franklin who set it, and you could hear the skin-on-skin contact all the way over here, and there was no whistle there either.
Well, Meyer now has more points than he did in the first game, too. And it's a 10-point lead for Milwaukee on a 12-0 run. They're challenging everything. Here's Evans. Baseline, a lot of contact, no call. Evans tries to follow his own miss. Instead, Nelson gets it. Here's Tilly driving in. My goodness, blow a whistle. They finally do. And Tilly will shoot two. Franklin with the foul. Boy, Evans got creamed too on his drive.
Nelson got the nice offensive rebound, then he put it on the floor, which I hate to see him do, but instead of going back up with it, he kicked it outside to Tillema, who then made the drive and will go to the line. Now Rob Jeter is having a word with the official on the near side, talking with Lamar Simpson, but his comments are aimed at Brad Gaston.
Brad has been persona non grata.
He certainly has.
So far, both coaches unhappy with the way he's been officiating early going here. Tillema hits the first free throw.
Might want to start working the other side of the floor. He's going to get an earful all night.
Tillema drops them both in. That breaks the scoring run by Milwaukee at 12 points, and now it's 18-10. Evans pokes it away from Franklin, who gets it back in the backcourt. Franklin dribbles it across. Tillema picks him up now on a switch. Meyer out high against Evans. That's an elbow. No call. Here comes Boyle around. He runs in and turns it over. Boy, they are dribbling for all kinds of contact, and Brad Gaston warning Coach K. That was very close to a tee there on the coach. And unhappy with the way Franklin set that screen. Did you see it?
I did, and that I think it goes back to the last possession, too. That was a strong screen prior to the Meyer foul and trip to the line. You know, these coaches work these officials all night long, try to get something in their favor down the road.
Pat Nelson, high post, swings it right side. Evans behind the arc with Meyer on him. Waiting, 18 to shoot. Now he puts it on the deck. Tilly sets a screen. Screen pop Tilly. Can't load up a three. Now he spins on Meyer, trying to find baseline, hanging, misfiring, over the top of everything, and now we got a foul underneath.
Foul on Evans, came over the top.
Bumped into Avery Smith. That's his first, team's third.
Nelson, Berry, and Tillema with a foul for the Phoenix. They have two. One on Franklin, one on Boyle.
After a very good start early, Green Bay slowing down offensively. They don't have a field goal in the last 5 minutes, and Milwaukee turns it over again. So they've turned it over on back-to-back possessions to help the cause here. Ayers is going to return. Deion James, the hero of the win against UIC, gets his first crack at it. James began his career at Tulsa, the Milwaukee native. Played the last 2 years here with the Panthers. Didn't play at all in the first meeting. And Fletcher returns for Green Bay along with Berry and Schochner.
Phoenix with a decided size advantage with this lineup out here. Milwaukee is going small with the exception of Ayers. See how they decide to attack it.
Tilley's first three on the way, straight down the well, and Ryan Tillema pulls the Phoenix within 5, 18-13.
That's one way to go at it. Get Tillema open and let him bury a three.
Smith working left. Comes to the center. Ayers, a long line drive, clangs it away. Saved by Evans, picked up by Ayers. Hands to Franklin. Cross court pass Smith. Cranks to the left side. James. James driving in. He traveled, no call. And Meyer traveled. I tell you what, James traveled before the pass.
I was worried about you there for a minute. Ayers had a head of steam headed this way.
Yeah, did you see me? I was already in row 2. I bailed. I can handle Anthony Hill. Yeah. I'm not sure I can handle big Mr. Ayers. All right, Green Bay trying to string some points here together after a 12-0 run by Milwaukee. Green Bay has scored 5 straight.
And Milwaukee's turned it over 3 straight times. Got to get some capitalization here.
Berry driving in, going for the reverse and squeezed it up and in, and Randy Berry on the board. Green Bay within 3.
Again, Randy goes to the underneath, up and under reverse layup.
He loves that shot.
He does.
Franklin with a bump on Fletcher. And the foul starting him out. That's 4 on the Phoenix. Timeout on the floor. Milwaukee has a 3-point lead, 18-15. When we come back from Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan. Pioneer Metal has been an industry leader since 1945 with 5 state-of-the-art facilities specializing in anodizing, electrolysis,
Franklin dribbles like this all the time.
Painting. Pioneer has the ability to meet your turnaround times for small or large volume orders in their 320,000 square feet of total production area. At Pioneer, metal finishing is just the beginning. Their value-added services for customers include media blasting, deburring, laser engraving, soft assembly, and complete precision masking. Visit PioneerMetal.com.
That's obviously the second half.
Hey, come on there, little guy. Honey, do you think the baby's sick?
I just his temperature. I'm worried. We better get him to the doctor right away.
But it's already 7 o'clock. What do we do?
Wait
Cleveland
a second.
State?
Purveyor Health Urgent Care is
Detroit
open.
won today?
We can just walk
Did
in.
they?
There's always a doctor there.
Yeah, but we're not Purveyor paid for.
Doesn't matter. Purveyor Urgent Care is for everyone, even babies. And you never need an appointment.
Purveyor. Now that's my idea of urgent care. Come on, let's go.
When you can't wait to see a doctor, walk into Purveyor Urgent Care. Urgent Care is located in the Purveyor Ashwaubenon Health Center at 760 Pilgrim Way, just across from Bay Park Square. Open 7 days a week, including holidays, Purveyor Urgent Care offers convenient hours, a comfortable private setting, and care that makes you feel like family.
The doctor will see you now.
Purveyor Urgent Care. A better way to feel better.
Back at 5.
Now back to Phoenix Basketball.
3, 2, 1.
Chris Roth, Bill Ravier with you at the Rush Center, where the Panthers of Milwaukee lead at 18-15, 11:39 to go in this opening half. Green Bay only called for 4 fouls. Milwaukee just 2.
What do you want first, the bad news or the good news?
I'll take the bad news first.
The bad news is, so far, Milwaukee is shooting 70% from the floor, 7 out of 10, 2 out of 3 from three-point range. The good news is they can't keep that up. They only have a 3-point lead as well, so play a little defense here, and the Phoenix will be just fine. No, I don't care who you are, you're not going to shoot 70%.
No. And that's really uncharted territory for them. The last 4 games, they've shot 30%. They throw it in over the top. We'll get you caught up on the rest of the Horizon League. Some interesting scores and pivotal scores as far as both these teams are concerned. Entering play tonight, Milwaukee just 1 game behind the Phoenix. Green Bay 1 game behind first place Butler as Smith goes to a tough fadeaway. Push off by Franklin to get the offensive glass.
That was not a good shot. That's one way to bring down your field goal percentage.
Smith cut off, and Ayers rolls to the bucket and scoops it in.
8 points now for Ayers.
Big fella's a load.
Yeah, and he's got really nice hands around the basket and great footwork, too.
Schachner, quick catch and move on Meyer, takes him all the way down, draws the foul, and Mike Schachner will shoot a pair. Schachner moves all the way up to 7th this week in the standings in the NCAA rankings, free throw shooting, 91.3. He made all 6 of his free throws against Butler the other night. All right, well, he's at the line. Let's get you caught up on the Horizon League. Games that are gone final. Detroit gets their second win as Schachner rattles it out. Detroit gets their second win, 56-55 over Valpo today. That was in Detroit. Cleveland State on the road wins 83-70 over Loyola. Cleveland State getting back into things here, now 8-5 in league play. Butler leading by 18 at Wright State, 49-31, 14 minutes left in that one as Mike delivers the second, 20-16 now. Milwaukee with the lead, and Youngstown State with a 10-point lead at UIC. They're in the first half.
The miss by Schachner, just his 10th miss of the year in 106 tries now.
Franklin pulling up and short from the right side. Tony Meyer all over the back of Mike Schachner, and no call. Fortunately, if they weren't going to call a foul, that should be Milwaukee's ball because it went off Mike's.
Right.
So,
but it isn't.
They missed it twice. No foul, and they called it Green Bay basketball. Fletcher over to Evans. Evans against Boyle. Spinning. Gets him up in the air. Goes to the fadeaway. Bouncing around. Tipped and controlled by Ayers. Boy, they can't get him off the block. He's 300 pounds. It's tough to move him. Franklin, a lot of dribbling. Kicks it over left side. Three-pointer from Meyer. Clangs it on the rim. Tillman boxes out Ayers and gives the ball off to Fletcher. Fletcher looking to run. Fletcher quickly down court. It opens up. Left-handed drive and scores it off the glass. Green Bay within a deuce. 10 minutes to go in this opening half.
That's why you stop the basketball to prevent that. Nobody did it. Fletcher took it all the way. He does that all the time.
Avery Smith on the right side, dribbles away from Evans. Ayers pops out for a three, off the back of the rim. Franklin rebound, scores it on an offensive rebound. And they have been so deadly in that department. 83 offensive rebounds in their last 4 games before tonight. Fletcher, step back three, off the side of the rim, rebound Randy Berry.
Long rebounds on missed threes, got to get to them. Those are those 50-50 balls they talk about.
Schachner has it poked away by Smith, out of bounds Green Bay, 28 to shoot. Deion James returns for Franklin. So Green Bay down by 4 to inbound under their basket. Schachner catches on the left baseline. And off the ball, a hold on James. That's the first time we've seen that tonight, but we've seen that a lot in recent games. The Phoenixville making a conscious effort to make hard cuts. And guys have been grabbing them. It really cost Butler the other night.
I was just going to say, it was a point of emphasis on Monday night. Hard, sharp cuts, they made him. Butler fouled him, and it got the Phoenix to the line 35 times.
Fouls even now at 4 apiece. Inbound to Schachner, bumped off the block by Meyer, throws it up, no foul, rebound Meyer. Troy Cotton has replaced Terry Evans. Smith dribbles away from Fletcher, who falls down, and Smith loses it out of bounds.
Turnover, number 5 for the Panthers.
And yet they still have the lead. That shooting percentage is starting to plummet, though. They're down to 56% after being at 70% for a while. Fletcher on a handoff from Schachner, going left, high off the glass. Can't get that one, tipped around. Ayers batted it. Look at that pogo stick by Tone Boyle. Here comes Smith into the front court. Schachner back to stop him. Hesitation move by Smith. Now Berry has him on a switch. Ayers has it on the block. Goes around Schachner.
No basket.
No basket. Traveling called on Ayers. No, they got him on a hook. Nice. Team foul number 5. He hooked Schachner with the off arm. Another turnover for Milwaukee. Time for the Phoenix to capitalize on all these turnovers.
Time they had Ayers on a mismatch or at least on a switch, and they got it to him. Schachner was one-on-one. Fletcher was coming from the weak side, but Ayers went to the middle and away from Fletcher, but look, fortunately he hooked him.
Tilly, nice cut, Cope's open for a three, top of the wing, missed it. Rebound, Milwaukee. Milwaukee owns the glass here tonight.
That's rebound number 10. Pardon me, 12 now to 7.
Oh my goodness, what was that? Avery Smith just threw up probably the worst shot I've seen all year.
Could have passed for an alley-oop, but nobody was going to the basket.
It was a hop step outside the lane, and it was if he thought the Phoenix had Manute Bol on their roster. I mean, he threw that thing so high, half-armed it. That was brutal.
And it earned him a seat on the bench and a lecture from Rob Jeter right now.
Good. I didn't want to think I was the only one who thought that was terrible. Back door. Barry has his pass slapped right back to him, fortunately. 22 to shoot. Inside of 8 minutes now. Green Bay offense looking a little ragged at the moment. Cotton bumped off by Boyle. Cotton into the lane. All of a sudden it opens up, and he missed it from point-blank range. Ball on the deck. Tillema had it. Loses it out of bounds. Milwaukee basketball. Timeout on the floor. 22-18 Milwaukee. 7:42 left in this opening half. We'll come back to a packed Resch Center after this timeout from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
All right.
The More Taste League.
I come to you today concerned about the lack of taste in some light beers. The More Taste
Man, it's
League
almost
was
like if
formed
you
to
let them,
preserve a
they'll
man's
shoot
ability
themselves
to
out
kick
of the
back
game.
in front of a game with a
Milwaukee.
great-tasting light beer.
You
As
rebound, you'll
commissioner,
be in good
I will
shape.
be enforcing the league standards of 3.2 grams of carbs, 96 calories, and no sacrifice in taste. You'll know I'm there when you hear this. That's the sound of six-pack justice.
The official beer of the More Taste League. Miller Lite, good call.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
I may seem like your average go-with-the-flow kind of guy, but some healthy competition is A-OK by me. Back home, they call me the
I can't believe Troy Cotton doesn't have a shot yet.
I can saw a puzzle together faster than you can say Jiminy Cricket.
Right.
And my snowboards? Oh, look, 45. He's stuff when compared to the shacks
Green
on
Bay,
my
31%.
block.
Bad
We
one.
can all benefit from a little competition nowadays.
It started out bad, but then there was nobody there.
And
Missed it.
Cellcom gets that by
Are
helping
you got a
stay in the
halftime
lead.
interview?
Yup, we
Yeah.
do. Cellcom's at it again, offering a steal of a deal that's razzmatazz fantastic. Just $39.95 a month scores you 750 anytime minutes. That's 12 and a half hours of,
Thank
hey
you.
there, Lou, bet I can out-talk
Wow.
you
6 of
anytime,
19.
anywhere. Now, that's the kind of deal a competitive cat like me could use right about now. That puts the zippity in your doodah, doesn't it? Letting you talk anytime on a dime. Who does that? Cellcom. Clearly the best. Restrictions may apply. See Cellcom for details.
Now back. Coming back in 3, 2, 1.
Fans, stay tuned for the upcoming Miller Lite halftime report. Miller Lite Phoenix basketball. Good call. We've got 7:42 before that happens. And Milwaukee with a 4-point lead. They took the lead at 9-8. They haven't given it back since. They had a 12-0 run. Green Bay came back with a 7-0 run of their own, and we've been pretty much even since then.
Green Bay a little bit out of sync right now in the offensive end. We've seen this happen at times this year where they just go cold, and they're in the midst of that right now. See if they can snap out of it, but they're going to have to do it without Fletcher on the floor. Perrine replaces him during the timeout. A little something on the floor. I think they're going to clean the floor up here.
One of the players must have slipped. Green Bay showing full court pressure here.
Get the kid out there with the towel. There he is.
Yeah, they're trying to find the wet spot. There was that big scrum for the ball right before the timeout. A bunch of guys laying on the deck, and apparently they didn't get that dried up very well. Marquise Perrine, Pat Nelson have returned for the Phoenix. Anthony Hill has returned for the Panthers. He catches it off the inbounds. Franklin will run the point. Avery Smith on the bench as well after that horrible shot. We'll see how long he sits. Here's Meyer, the freshman, 6'8". Tries to hit Boyle back door. Nobody's there. He misses a three. Rebound, Perrine.
That away. That's a nice job by Perrine. Crash the boards. Coach talks about the guards rebounding all the time, and that time Perrine did a nice job.
Perrine averaging 2 assists per game off the bench. Has played very well. Had a nice stretch offensively. He had 7 points in that first game at Milwaukee. That was in the midst of that stretch where he really came on the road trip. He's quieted down a little bit since then.
Bigs have wasted about 20 seconds of the shot clock here with nothing.
8 seconds now. Tilly catch and shoot. Foul on James. That's his second. And Tilly will shoot 2.
Yeah, James came over there. Tillema was hanging in the air and just bumped the elbow, and Ryan banged it off the front of the rim, but now we'll go to the line.
Yeah, remember when it was 4-2 team fouls? Green Bay 4, Milwaukee 2. Milwaukee now has 6 team fouls as Tilly rattles the first one out. They have missed 3 free throws already tonight.
Yeah, 3 of 7 now.
Wasn't that game at Milwaukee one of their worst free throw shooting nights of the year?
Well, they finished the night 19
no, that was not
of 24.
The one I'm thinking of. My bad.
Right, they were 19 of 24, but as I said earlier, Milwaukee was 20 of 20 that night.
It only looked bad in comparison.
Right, and now
Evans returns. Tilly checks out.
8-2 advantage in free throws here tonight for Green Bay.
Pressure again. They get it in. Deontay Roberts now getting his first look of the night. Roberts, a sophomore, all-newcomer team last year in the Horizon League, but has not played the same minutes this year. Oh, my gosh, Meyer bricks another one. Evans tips it. Franklin stole it. Pat Nelson did not go after that ball. Should have. Boyle will try a 3 and drills it. Boyle's first points of the night.
Another offensive rebound there, 4th already.
Back to a 6-point lead now for Milwaukee. 6.5 left to go in this half. Fletcher has yet to, or Cotton has yet to get a bucket. Has only shot 1 time. Has to give it up to Evans. 20 on the shot clock. Screen roll, Schochner, open 3. Come on, Michael. Right down the well. 25-22 now.
That's 6 now for Schochner, a big 3. Crowd has been kind of quiet. They need something to cheer about here.
And they get a little run going here for Green Bay. Here's Meyer on the catch. Meyer dribbles to the right, hands to Roberts. He comes around. Now Boyle on a screen, launches again and hits. He is red hot. When he gets going, look out.
Well, he never did get going down in Milwaukee.
Not till late. He was only 3 of 12 from the field, and 2 of those came in the big comeback in the final few minutes.
Right, he did finish with 17, but it was a quiet 17.
Most of those came at the foul line. Pat Nelson, high-low to Schochner, catch. Double team, they slap it out of bounds. It'll be Green Bay basketball with 19 to shoot. 5.5 left to go in the half. 6-point lead for Milwaukee.
Nice entry pass there by Nelson. They ran a little high-low to get Mike open down low. They were a bunch of hands down there, though, and they were able to poke it away, but the Phoenix keep it. And Fletcher back in now.
Fletcher, Nelson, Schochner, Cotton, and Terry Evans. And there's another hold on Milwaukee on a hard cut by the Phoenix, and that puts them in the 1-1. So who is it?
I believe it was on Anderson.
And who's going to shoot the free throws? Is it Troy?
Schochner.
It is Mike Schochner. Rare miss on his first trip to the line tonight.
Still leading the conference in free throw shooting. As I said, that one earlier, just his 10th miss of the year. And it's not like he's not going to the line a lot. He's been to the line.
Now they're trying to figure out who's shooting. The officials can't get it straight.
That certainly was. Mike on the back screen along the baseline. If the foul was on Kalen Anderson, then it's got to be Mike at the free throw line.
And now, while the officials try and figure it out, they're going to send the players to their respective coaches. And they're looking at the TV replay to try and figure out who shoots the free throws. This is not.
What is this, the NFL?
Impartiality aside. Well, no, we should be impartial, right? Partiality aside, this has not been a well officiated game to this point.
You know, when it comes to instant replay, I'm completely against it in most sports, in every sport. I mean, if you can't watch what's going on, it's just ridiculous. If the foul is on Anderson, Schochner's at the line. Anyway, get back to Mike for just a moment. His earlier free throw miss, just his 10th of the year. He is 96 now of 106 on the season. And of the top free throw shooters in the league, he is 3rd in attempts.
I can't believe this is taking that long to figure out who's supposed to be shooting free throws.
Yeah, okay, 43s to the line. That's what it was.
See, there you go, Bill.
That's what it was in the first place.
You tell him, buddy.
And I'm way over here.
Right, our view was terrible. All right, Mike Schochner to the line. It's 28-22, Milwaukee, 5:27 to go, 1-1. And one more for Michael.
Doesn't faze Mike.
That took a long time to figure out. Mike takes his time. Big, deep knee bend, and nothing but net.
It's an 8 now for Shockner. It's kind of strange to hear different little chants from the crowd here tonight, from the student section, for both schools.
Here's Boyle. He's hit a couple of threes in a row. Down the lane, scooping with the right hand. Hold that ball, Pat Nelson. Jump ball, possession arrow favoring Green Bay. Pat Nelson had that rebound, and Milwaukee started digging at it, and they almost got it back. You know, we were on a road trip in Indiana. Pat Nelson was carrying around a heavy ball with him.
Was he?
Yeah.
He needs some of those grippers. You know, remember those old spring grippers we used to use back in our day?
Yeah. Well, you know, it's like the high school kid who fumbles got to carry a football around to class all the time.
Sure.
They had Mike working on getting his hands stronger because he gets his hands on a lot of balls, but Pat's got to hold on to those things. Here's Shockner on the left block against Anderson, going to the right hook. Off the back iron, too strong, and Anderson clears it. Gets it to Smith, who falls down, quickly gets back up, never loses the dribble. Smith, Boyle, Anderson airs the big fella in, along with Roberts now. Anderson to Boyle. Boyle. That travel, no call, loses the ball, picked up by Fletcher. Fletcher goes around, airs. Fletcher all the way, pulling up now from 8. Back rim, missed it. Nelson rebound. Nelson with the right hook, missed it on the front of the rim, and the rebound Anderson. Green Bay getting their shots now, but not making them. Fletcher gets another steal if he can hold on, call a timeout.
He doesn't have the ball.
What?
He didn't have possession of the ball. He's just laying on top of it.
That's what Brad Gaston said, too. I thought they would have called him for travel. He was sliding along the floor for so long. Jump ball now favors Milwaukee this time. 4:19 to go, still 28-24, Panthers.
Vermont dove after that ball, and then it rolled right up underneath him, and then he looked up and tried to call timeout as he was laying with his belly over top of the ball. That's not possession. And so they called a jump ball, and it's Milwaukee basketball.
Roberts now running the point against Fletcher. Push off with the right hand. Kicks it out to Ayers. Ayers stutter step in on Nelson. Now has to back out. Triple teamed open. Anderson down low. Roberts gets creamed. Attaboy. If you're going to get your foul, Pat, get your money's worth.
That's exactly right. Remember, we talked about that Monday. He was getting these little ticky-tack fouls underneath. Make him earn it.
So Roberts will go to the free throw line. A 63% shooter. They're number 2 in the conference, as I mentioned earlier, in free throw shooting. Or number 4 in the conference, excuse me. It's 72% as a team. Roberts hits a first. It's their 3rd attempt of the night.
Roberts just 57% in Horizon League play from the line, but he makes his first.
Barry and Tillema return. Shockner and Nelson out. Green Bay needs a spurt here towards the end of the half as we get up on 4 minutes left. 2 free throws are good. It's back to a 6-point lead for Milwaukee, and they've got 30 points already with 4 minutes left in the half. Cotton catches in the paint against Smith. Shows left, goes right. Fade away, good for Troy Cotton. First bucket of the night for the Milwaukee native. 30-26 now, Milwaukee. Roberts crosses over on Fletcher, bumps him in the paint, backs him all the way down. Tip, blocked by Barry. Rebound Evans. Evans gets it off to Fletcher. Fletcher into the front court. Cotton's first 3 of the night. Missed it in the rebound, Anderson. I thought Barry was going to get that board. Couldn't hold on to it.
First open look for Troy beyond the arc.
First attempt. Smith, a pull-up, air ball, out of bounds. That's another awful shot by Avery Smith. 3:15 left to go in the half. Officials timeout. Milwaukee by 4, 30-26. We return to the rush after this timeout from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan. All right. Do a deal or claim to be the best. So how do you know who you can trust to help you when you buy your next car or truck?
Bad shot.
For 92 years, shopping Broadway Automotive has meant a better automotive experience from the moment you walk through our doors. It's a commitment made by every member of the Broadway family.
I think Illinois Chicago is waving the white flag. What do you think?
Or Military Avenue in Green Bay or in Pulaski. We won't just sell.
I wonder if Mayo is playing.
Broadway Automotive.
He didn't play in their last game. He didn't play that game in Milwaukee. He did. Ankle injury.
Find a vehicle that fits your lifestyle and your budget. We'll talk to you about vehicle options, take the time to answer all your questions, and help you make a decision that's right for you and your family. Why? Because Broadway Automotive is proud to have been family-run since 1916. So in a way, shopping Broadway Automotive means our family is looking out for yours. It's just better at Broadway.
What
30
back? It's the most important question we ask at Festival Foods. From our coworkers, our suppliers, and most importantly from you, our customers. What's missing? How can we do better? What will make your grocery shopping experience more satisfying, more complete? We call it Festival's Boomerang Theory. Constant innovation to bring you back.
Welcome back to Phoenix.
Coming back in 3, 2, 1.
Well, Milwaukee's had the lead here for a long time in this first half. Since the 9-8 at the 16-minute mark, they have had the lead for the last 13 minutes, and they now lead it by 4 over the Phoenix. Their largest lead was 10.
I remember when I told you they were 70% from the line where Milwaukee, but they only had a 3-point lead at the time. Now their percentage has come down dramatically. They're at 45%, but yet they've been able to extend that lead just a hair because the Phoenix are shooting only 32% from the floor.
Yeah, Green Bay has not. They've missed some close-in shots. Missed a couple of threes. They're only 3 out of 7 so far. So here they come with the basketball as we hit 3 minutes left in the first half. Fletcher cut off by Ayers. Gives it back to Evans. 20 to shoot. Evans bringing it to the right side now against Meyer. Back door for Tilly. Tilly can't get there. It's out of bounds to Milwaukee.
You don't see a pass like that often. It was to the opposite block from the side of the floor he was on. Either you dump it down to the low post on your side or you skip past it maybe all the way to the corner. That one was kind of in between, and Ryan couldn't get to it.
I think they got their roles reversed. It should have been Tilly throwing an alley-oop to Terry Evans, not the other way around. Ayers catches on the left block against Berry. Backs in, now fades away and hits it short off the iron and rebound, Randy Berry. Berry misses the long outlet pass. He just dribbles it up himself. Cotton has it. Long three coming on the front of the rim. That was a little too far out for Troy.
Well, he wanted the long outlet from Randy right off the bat. Finally got it, and then I don't know if he realized how far out he was until he started launching it.
There's a good 6 feet beyond the arc. Here comes Boyle on a hard drive, and he traveled, but scores it. No call. 32-26. It looked like a big extra step to get into the paint.
Boyle now with 8.
They hand to Tilly. 2 minutes now in the half. Green Bay down by 6. Tilly catches on Franklin, spinning. Leaves for Berry on the left baseline. Berry gives it back to Tillema. Back to Berry. Berry down the lane against Ayers. Big foul on Ayers, and Randy Berry will shoot 2. 1:46 left in the half.
Second foul on Ayers. Nice job by Randy Berry. He had position, had a half step on him. That's all he needed to get to the basket. And once he went up in the air, Ayers had no other choice but to foul.
I've noticed, Bill, that if you can get Ayers away from the basket, put it on the deck, obviously at his size, he's not going to beat many guys to the spot, and he's almost willing to let you go by and go for the block from behind. He'll pick up a lot of fouls that way if Green Bay is aggressive with him.
Well, I don't think he can do that all night against Berry, who has a real height advantage over him, slight, but it's still there. And I agree with you. If you can draw him away and make him play a little defense, you can get past him. And Berry has that ability, as we've seen.
Green Bay need to start playing a little defense here. 32-28 after the 2 free throws from Berry. Franklin gets away from Evans, now gives it to Meyer. Meyer top of the circle, dump down low, Hill on the block. Hill to a cutting Boyle. Boyle pull up from 8 feet, fouled by Berry. And Boyle will shoot 2. Well, Boyle's just constant motion off the ball. Ever since he hit those threes, he's been much more active, moving without the basketball, and his teammates are finding him. Boyle played at Middleton, didn't get recruited, but wound up at 2 junior colleges and worked his way back to the Division I ranks, and he's their leading scorer. And a very, very good free throw shooter. 78%.
His first 2 attempts here tonight. So far, Milwaukee 4 of 4 from the line.
Made all 9 of his free throws in that first game against Milwaukee. Rattles that one over the front rim and down. Pat Nelson returns for Berry. Berry
Yeah, 1 second foul on Barry, 1:33 left. Get him out, get him into the second half without picking up that third. Nelson is in now. Pat has 2 also, though.
Just to push it back to a 6-point lead. He does, 34-28. 1:30 left to go in this first half, which has been controlled by Milwaukee. This big crowd has not had a chance to explode. Fletcher hesitation move on Hill. Goes baseline, flip it back out Evans. Evans thought about a 3. Cranks to Nelson. Nelson in the paint. Back to Evans from the free throw line. Right down the well. 34-30. 1:09 left to go in the half.
Nice decision there by Pat Nelson. Played a little give and go with Terry.
Franklin on the bounce as we go inside of a minute. Nelson jumps out on the screen. Franklin picks up a dribble. Now to Meyer, back to Boyle near midcourt, 16 to shoot. Boyle surveys the landscape, still on hold. Gives it to Franklin on the left baseline, way out high. 9 to shoot. Fletcher lets him go left. Franklin picks up the dribble, into the corner, Meyer. Hit the side of the backboard and got it back. Rushes off with the right hand. Evans with the rebound. Evans in the open court. No shot clock. No shot clock. Tilly open 3. Back iron, tipped by Nelson, controlled by Meyer. 20 seconds left in the half.
Tillman now 1-4.
All right, Milwaukee to play for the last shot here. 10 seconds left. They lead by 4. Smith going right. Oh my gosh, he shot that from his hip and it went in. An awful shot and went in. Evans with one last chance. 3-quarter court, off the rim. And we go to halftime. Milwaukee 36, Green Bay 30. The Miller Lite halftime report coming your way after this timeout. Miller Lite and Phoenix basketball. Good call. From Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
All right.
That girl can fly. Can you? Get the most out of your sport with XL Athletic Performance Training from Bell & Health. Visit xlplaylarge.com.
I got an idea in here, too.
What's your goal? To kick the
How
ball.
awful was that shot?
Well, it's like the third one he's put up, though.
That one went in. That was a
with
terrible
XL
shot.
Athletic Performance Training from Bell & Health. Visit xlplaylarge.com.
I don't care how you shoot it as long as it goes in.
Yo,
we want to do a thing where we go. Station we owe you an ID.
Oh, you want to? We blew it. I can save it for you.
Give it to you along the net. Stations along the network. We owe you a break. That's my favorite.
We're at break spot number 9 now. Stations along the network.
Beer wannabes.
Our pleasure.
The official beer of the Northeast League. Miller Lite. Good call.
Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly. Per 12 ounces, Miller Lite contains 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, and 0.0 grams fat.
Sports Radio 107.5 at Fort
10.
And is WDUZ FM Berlin Green Bay and WDUZ AM Green Bay. A Cumulus station. You back to Phoenix.
3, 2, 1.
A Fan.
Chris Roth and Bill Raby are welcoming you to the Miller Lite halftime report. Miller Lite, Phoenix basketball, good call. And a good first half for Milwaukee. Bill, they didn't stay sizzling hot from the field, but they kept their advantage. They took the lead at the 16-minute mark. They haven't trailed since. They've been able to keep Green Bay at bay.
Yeah, Green Bay not shooting the ball particularly well here tonight. Just 8 of 25 in that first half.
Wow.
And maybe worse than that here. Those were not complete numbers. 9 of 28, 9 of 28. So they are a little bit worse. 32% in the first half for Green Bay. 13 of 29 for Milwaukee. And none of the Phoenix scores have really gotten off yet. Tillman was just 1 for 4. Troy Cotton has made only 1 shot here. So hopefully those guys, which we've seen in the past, Cotton comes out of that locker room at times, at least here in this building, 2 or 3 times lately, and has lit it up coming out of the locker room. So let's hope that happens tonight.
They've been a very good, hot starting second half team, especially on this homestand, but they have struggled tonight offensively, no question, against Milwaukee. And Milwaukee's done their best to keep them right there with 7 turnovers and some bad shot selection, including that last one by Avery Smith. They still had time on the clock, and he just threw it up from his hip, and it went straight in. So I guess it's not how, it's how many.
Phoenix have been out-rebounded too tonight, 20 to 15 so far in this first half.
That was a point of emphasis coming in. Milwaukee, #1 in Horizon League games in rebounding differential, and they have been pounding the offensive glass of late. and have 5 offensive rebounds tonight and second chance points. They lead 7-2 in that category. That first half summary brought to you by Prevea Health. Like family. More of the Miller Lite halftime report coming up after this timeout from Nelligan Sports. This is the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
It's all right. Talking all things Miller Lite. I'm your host, Bottle, and this is Can. People think they can't have a light beer with both taste and refreshment.
Yeah, it's like my cousin.
With the perfect combination of taste and refreshment, the world is your cooler.
Hey, Billy.
And that cooler is filled with Miller Lite. Think your cousin heard that?
No, he sleeps late.
This has been another episode of Beer Talk, brought to you by the light beer with only 96 calories and 3.2 carbs. Miller Lite, the ultimate light beer. For 12 ounce or Miller Lite contains 96 calories, 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, 0 grams fat. Miller Brewing Company, Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly.
Every business owner has
hear me
a dream
okay?
for someday. At Wells Fargo, we know you've put a lot of hard work into your business, and our bankers are experts at helping you make your someday happen.
I got one
today.
read here, and then we'll
take the
kibitz.
time to know you and your unique needs, so we can provide customized solutions that make running
I
your
didn't
business.
realize. I knew your affiliation with the Packers, but I didn't realize you had been an SID at Green Bay too.
Yeah, for a couple of years.
Cow.
Today.
How many pages is that resume?
The next day.
Looks like shelf paper.
Wells Fargo Bank, NA,
I came in
member
there tonight and I
FDIC.
saw the sold out, and I thought, God, that was been my dream for both years here.
Yeah.
We played in front of a lot of ushers.
Did you?
Yeah.
The old building?
Yeah.
Playing on the scene. Bingo, off-track races, poker, blackjack, slots, everything. Everything you want.
Hate to think what the shooting percentage is tonight.
Not good.
Yeah. Thank God it's early.
5 seconds.
Yeah, they've been good in the second half. So I'm just going to turn you down for a second.
3,
I gotta read
2,
this thing.
1.
All right, welcome back to the Miller Lite halftime report here. Milwaukee leading Green Bay 36-30 at the break. Fans, Green Bay Athletics and Prevea Health have teamed up this year to honor those in the greater Green Bay area who are making a difference with the Prevea Health Heroes Among Us Award. This season, Prevea proud to recognize heroes living in and making a difference in our community. For more information on Heroes Among Us, simply log on to Prevea.com. As a loyal sponsor and a preferred healthcare provider of Green Bay Athletics, Prevea wishes the Phoenix best of luck throughout the season. Prevea like family. Well, pleased to be joined here at halftime by Chuck Lane, who is with Humana and one of the sponsors this year of the Phoenix Athletics, and a lot of exposure here in the Rush Center. And boy, if you have exposure in the Rush Center, you've loved these last 2 games, because there's a lot of people in the Rush Center these last 2 games, Chuck.
Chris, I just mentioned to you earlier, coming in the front door, I saw the sold out sign, and I thought, wow, that is really great. Great to see it.
Yeah, the big momentum picked up from Monday night when they was a near sellout, and of course tonight a sellout. Now, I have known of your association with the Packers way back when. You're still sporting some very nice jewelry there on your hand, but I didn't realize your affiliation with Green Bay. Why don't you tell our listeners about your affiliation with Phoenix Athletics long before Humana?
Right after they went Division One, they, Dr. Don Harden came to me and said, "Can you be our marketing director?" And at the time, I was out of work, so I said, "You bet I would." Yeah,
sounds good.
Yeah, you bet it sounded good. Anyhow, came in and we tried to basically, convince the community that there's a spot for Division One basketball here. And boy, we tried everything. We struggled like crazy, and I don't know that 7,000 or whatever there are in the building tonight. I don't know if we drew that for the season. But
really,
make a long story short, it was it took a while to light the fire, but I'm glad it's here.
Well, sometimes the fire can be lit momentarily, and it's tough to keep those embers stoked, and you can appreciate how hard the athletic department has worked here to make nights like this possible. It's been a long time coming to have a week like this.
It has, and good on them for doing it, though, because it does so much for the community. And just, if you get a little fire in the gym, you get a little exposure, you get the visibility, and it's got to make recruiting a lot easier.
Well, it makes recruiting sponsors easier too.
Yes, it does.
Humana's affiliation with the Phoenix.
Exactly. In fact, if you go back to the old days in the Brown County Arena, we had our name on the floor, and we've been involved with the program for a long, long time.
And what are the benefits for Humana in this sponsorship with GB Athletics?
Well, we are one of the leading employers in the community, either number 2 or number 3. We get different stats all the time, but we employ about 3,000 people in the community, and young people are coming out of college or moving into town. Who do you want to work for? I think it's basically keeping the name in front of people, letting them know it's a quality community, sponsor, neighbor, people that are doing things in the community. And it's a great place to work. I've been over there 24 years, and I'd say it's a great place. I really enjoy it.
Tell me about the ring.
Super Bowl I.
Yeah?
Yeah, I was working for Coach Lombardi, 23 years old. I tell you, talk about a dream come true.
23 years old for that guy?
23 years old, had 3 years with Lombardi and about 11 with other folks.
Yeah.
And I tell you what, I wish I'd started with others and then gone to Lombardi because I appreciated him. I still, it's unbelievable. The number of people that are doing books or doing interviews and whatnot. Hate to say it, but I'm probably one of the few that are still alive that worked for him.
Yeah.
But it was a great experience. I've got all the respect in the world for him, and it was a great period of my life.
Was it intimidating as all? We all know what the persona was portrayed to be, but when you're 23 years old in the presence of that man, how was it?
Anybody that tells you they weren't intimidated is lying. It was Mr. Lombardi, yes, sir.
Yeah, I was going to say, there are probably not a lot of two-way conversations with that man.
Oh, I tell you, it was great. Although I was just doing an interview. Roy Boyles used to work at your station. Roy is doing a book on Lombardi, the general manager, and he was talking about the greatest moments. And I thought, you know what, probably go back to the Washington Redskins stadium. I sat in the press box next to Coach Lombardi when he was general manager, and we watched a football game together. Oh my God! And I thought I would love to have that day back every day of my life, and just reflect on it.
Yeah.
It was a great experience. He was a very bright, very articulate person, very involved, obviously, in the fire and everything else. It was just, to me, he was the ultimate.
Could you tell he would rather be coaching than GMing on that day?
It wasn't hard to tell.
No, he wore that one on his sleeve, I'm
really?
Sure. But, Chuck, it's a pleasure seeing you always.
Chris, good to see you.
Thank you for Humana's work. Thank you very much.
Yeah, thank you.
Good to see you, and that's a good-looking tan you got there. Yeah, you didn't get that from around here, did you?
South Dykesville.
Really? Must be brighter over there. Chuck, thanks so much, and thank you, Humana, for their sponsorship of Phoenix Athletics. That halftime interview brought to you by Cellcom. This Valentine's Day, get her a little something in red. The Fire Red Blackberry Pearl from Cellcom, $49.95 after rebate. Cellcom activation and BlackBerry service required. Restrictions apply. More of the Miller Lite halftime report coming your way after this timeout from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
All right. Rocket science.
All right, Billy's got the stats. I got to get some water.
XL Athletic Performance Training from Bell and Health.
Hi, Bill.
Yeah.
To the next.
No, I'm just saying hi.
Visit xlplaylarge.com.
What's your goal?
How you doing?
Good.
Yeah. How you
Or
doing?
blast
After watching the women's game all day, I can't complain.
with XL
Or the dance team.
Training from Bell and Health. Visit xlplaylarge.com.
I may seem
To what it's like to be young again.
but some healthy competition is A-OK by
What are you trying
me.
to say?
Back home,
I'm talking about myself.
I can jigsaw a puzzle together faster than you can. And my
I mean, the girls there, shit, they were 18 at that.
it's on my
Way out of my books now.
benefit from a little competition nowadays, especially in the
I'm 23. That's pretty much robbing the cradle.
Yeah, you're
by
right.
helping me. Yup, Purdue, Cellcom's at it again, offering a steal of a deal that's razzmatazz
find a nice
fantastic.
35-year-old.
Just $39.95
That's exactly what I'm thinking.
minutes.
You know any?
Hours of
No.
hey there, Lou.
Yeah, I know,
I
right?
have one for myself.
Exactly, because 35's that age where it's good anywhere.
Yeah, you
You
go
right
down.
about
Exactly.
zippity back in your doodah, doesn't it? Letting you talk anytime on a dime. Who does that? Cellcom, clearly the best. Restrictions may apply. See
Who was
Back
that?
in 5.
Who was that?
Getting you back to Phoenix.
That commercial?
No.
Oh.
On
Here we go. 3, 2, 1.
Welcome back to the Resch Center. It's halftime. And right now it's Milwaukee 36, Green Bay 30. Let's run down some numbers for you. Only one player in double figures so far here in the first half. It was Tone Boyle for Milwaukee. He finished the half with 10, 3 of 4 from the floor. Avery Smith has 9. James Ayers with 8. All those came early. He had 8 of their first 20 points. And he then stuck there for a while and remained with 8 for the half. Ricky Franklin has 5. Tony Meyer with just 2, and Deontay Roberts with 2, both coming from the free throw line. For the Phoenix, their leading scorer in the half, Mike Schochner with 8. Ryan Tillema 6, Ramon Fletcher 6, Terry Evans 4, Randy Berry 4, Troy Cotton with just 2 points at the half. As Chris mentioned earlier, second chance points, Milwaukee has a 7-2 lead in that category. They also lead in points in the paint 14-8, which is somewhat unusual. Bench points, Green Bay 6-2, they're 2. That should increase here in the second half as Tillema hopefully heats up. The rebounds 20-15 in favor of Milwaukee. They have 5 offensive boards to 4 offensive boards for the Phoenix. Green Bay shot 9 of 12 free throws. Milwaukee was 6 of 6. Green Bay was 3 of 9 from behind the line, and Milwaukee 4 of 10. And the Panthers shot 44% for the half, while the Phoenix at just 32% for the half overall. So that's the way the numbers look right now. Just 3 turnovers for Green Bay, 7 for Milwaukee, and yet they still trail by 6 here as we get ready for the second half.
All right, those stats brought to you by TDS, clearly different. The second half coming your way after this timeout. You've been listening to the Miller Lite halftime report from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
All right.
Quick lunch, meeting with friends after work, or a bite after watching the Phoenix win another game. The Bluff Pub and Grill is the place to be with
Gotta
great
get going
daily
here.
specials.
Who was
a
that?
fun atmosphere.
Chuck
and
Lane.
only
He
a
was the
minute
first
from the
PR
Green Bay
director.
campus on Bay Settlement Road.
Well, he was
The
a
Bluff
PR
Pub and
director
Grill
for
is
the
where
Packers
true
under
Phoenix
Lombardi
fans
when they
will
won
be.
Super
And
Bowl
after the
one.
game, let the friendly wait staff
And he was
know
a
you
former
were cheering on
SID
the Phoenix,
marketing
and
guy
you'll
here.
receive a special discount. The Bluff
Been
Pub
with
and
Humana
Grill,
for a long
only
time.
a minute from the Green Bay campus on Bay Settlement Road.
Been with
open from
Humana
11 till close daily.
Insurance for a long time.
Halftime is over, and we're ready for the second half of exciting Phoenix ball.
Tonight's second half broadcast of
I
Phoenix
just watched the
basketball
movie
is
Sicko.
brought to you
You ever
by
seen that movie?
Pepsi-Cola Bottling of Northeast Wisconsin.
Sounds like a winner.
Michael Moore.
And Prevea Sports
Michael Moore
Medicine.
movie about
A preferred
Health.
Green Bay
Insurance
Athletics.
company.
3, 2, 1.
All right. Green Bay needs to rally. Down 6. Getting set for the second half here. Second half lineups brought to you by Pepsi Bottling of Northeast Wisconsin. For the Panthers, Ricky Franklin, Avery Smith, Tony Meyer, James Ayers, and Tone Boyle. Same starting 5 from the opening tip. Phoenix, Terry Evans, Ryan Tillema, Randy Berry, Ramon Fletcher, and Troy Cotton.
Phoenix always, even though Tillema does not start the games, he will start the second half in place of Schochner as they switch those guys back and forth.
Green Bay will have it first, and they'll work left to right here in this half as Evans throws it into the backcourt. We're underway. Green Bay 11-1 at home this year. The only loss, a non-conference loss by 3 in overtime to Oakland University. Got some work to do. Terry Evans, 18 to shoot. Evans holding outside the arc. Brings it center, crosses over on Meyer, down the lane, cut off, spinning up and in with the right hand. Terry Evans, 36-32. Evans now with 6 points on the night. Franklin trots it across midcourt. They dump it into Ayers on the block against Berry. Berry has 2 fouls. Ayers, Berry right there, scoops it under. Offensive tap around, on the floor. Fletcher picks it up, throws it off. Meyer out of bounds to Green Bay.
What a heads-up play by Ramon Fletcher. At first I thought he was going to control it. Then he lost his balance, was flying out of bounds, and just flipped it behind him. And he knew Meyer was in the vicinity. He was able to bounce it off his leg and out of bounds.
All right, so Green Bay with a chance to string some buckets together here. They dodge an offensive rebounding bullet by the Panthers. Tilly catches at the elbow. Tilly brings it right. Dump down low. Terry Evans on the block against Meyer. Let's see what he's got. Taking him down to the post, goes to the fadeaway, and fills it. Terry Evans, tough shot over Meyer. Green Bay within a deuce.
Obviously, they've decided to try to exploit that matchup, Evans against Meyer.
Green Bay going to pressure the inbound. Fletcher near steal, knocks it out of bounds to Milwaukee.
Meyer did not get any help that time either with Fletcher. Ayers kind of just sat back, did not come and double team him, and I think that's going to hurt him if they don't change that up, because I think that's a nice matchup for the Phoenix to exploit.
Now they get into Franklin. Cotton right there. He near turns it over. Lucky to get it back to Meyer. He looked like he traveled.
Sure did.
Here comes Franklin now across midcourt. Picks up the dribble right away. Gives it to Meyer. Meyer. Fletcher switches on the 6'8 Meyer, who hands to Franklin. Franklin has 1 deep 3 in this game. Gets it to Ayers, backdoor cut, Boyle, left alone, missed the layup, rebound Randy Berry. Green Bay for the tie or perhaps the lead.
Let's take it.
Cotton goes around baseline, up and under, move on the rim, and rebound by Meyer. He got around Ayers on the baseline but couldn't finish. Smith, a lot of hesitation, still on the dribble, over the top pass to Ayers, into the corner, Boyle. That's going to be way short. Here comes Tilly on the break. Tilly bounce past Fletcher. In on Smith. Foul on Smith. No shot. No shot. Fletcher made the basket, but they're not going to let him count it.
No.
It'll be a foul on the deck. No shot. And Green Bay basketball. Wow, Smith, you see that? He's ripping on his teammate, Tone Boyle. Now he's back, patting him on the back, but it was a little feisty exchange for a moment.
There was no way they were going to give him the basket on that. Clearly, he was fouled on the floor. Coach wanted a continuation at the next level, maybe, but not here.
Maybe. Tilly on a hard cut, down the lane, blocked from behind, cleared by Ayers. Franklin got it. Franklin on a hard push. Smith going to launch and miss badly. Tipped around. Oh, two Phoenix players missed it, and then Ayers let it go through his hands, fortunately, into the hands of Evans. Fletcher from the elbow. Back iron, push off on Ayers, no foul, and he gets the rebound. Ayers is a couple different shades of pink. At 300 pounds, he cooks quickly. Here's Smith. Smith just wants to shoot. Now Ayers loses it. Fletcher has it. Fletcher trying to get in the open court. Milwaukee quickly back. Evans, pull-up jumper, straight in. Terry Evans is 3 for 3. What's the problem now? Count the basket, but Brad Gaston blowing the whistle. On what? What did we lose?
Is that a historic?
That's Ryan Tillman's shoe.
Oh, my goodness.
That's what it is. Tilly lost his shoe on the other side. Now Brad Gaston called a timeout. Terry Evans has scored the first 6 points of this half to tie the game at 36.
Here's what I thought.
I thought he was doing something with that photographer.
Like it wasn't a fan, or it was, I guess, one of the security guys over there was bringing the shoe out to the floor. I thought he had like a trophy of some kind. I thought that was maybe an historic basket for Evans. I'm like, wait a minute, he already got his thousands. I don't know what the heck is going on.
It's the Golden Shoe Award. All right, Milwaukee brings it across now. Green Bay red hot out of the break, as they have been on this homestand. Franklin on the bounce. Berry's got him on a switch. Franklin hesitation move. Back out Ayers. Ayers 3 on the way and straight down to silence everybody. 39-36.
He just drifted right outside the line.
Fletcher doubled. Couldn't make up his mind. Fletcher turns it over.
Caught on that little hesitation move that he does so well, but he got his hand underneath. And now Ayers comes out. He was huffing and puffing here in the first 3 minutes and 17 seconds of the half. He logged 15 minutes in the first half.
Jason Avercamp, a 6'6" junior forward, gets in for the first time in this game. So Ayers 3 ends the 6-0 run. Kalen Anderson also back in for the Panthers. Franklin gets a screen from Avercamp. Still on the bounce outside the circle. Avercamp catches high post against Tilly. Boyle tries to go backdoor. Avercamp on the deck, spinning in on Tillema. Near steal by Evans. Anderson picks it up, 10 to shoot. Kick by Fletcher. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Milwaukee to inbound. They put 5 more seconds on the shot clock after the kick, so now 15 to shoot.
The break, I think, for Milwaukee.
They go to Smith. Poked away by Evans. Picked up by Berry. Into Evans, middle of the court. Evans in on Franklin. Slapped by Franklin. Foul called. No shot. Franklin with the foul. That's his second. Second on Milwaukee. 16-11 left in the game. Panthers lead it by 3.
Phoenix came out, tied this game up with a 6-0 run. Then the 3 by Ayers put Milwaukee back on top, and now the Phoenix looking to answer.
There's another bump. Milwaukee on a hard cut by Tilly with the grab. Kalen Anderson picks up the foul. Green Bay looks to be more of the aggressor here. Now they just got to convert their opportunities. Dump down low. Tilly catch and shoot off the inbounds for a lay-in from Terry Evans. 39-38 Milwaukee. Pressure again from Green Bay.
That's been there so many times. A lot of times with Shocker, that time with Tillema. Backdoored him off the inbound.
Smith has Barry on a switch. Into the lane, bumped by Barry. Short shot, tipped on the ground. Boyle quick to the basketball. Boyle in heavy traffic draws the foul.
I hope it's on Troy Cotton. Otherwise, that's 3 on Barry, who was there too. It is on Cotton, so Tone Boyle will shoot 2 when we come back. 15:44 left. A good start to this second half for the Phoenix. They now trail by 1. From Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
All right.
Hey, come on there, little guy. Honey, do you think the baby's sick?
I just took his temperature. I'm worried. We better get him to the doctor right away.
But it's already 7 o'clock. What do we do?
Wait a second. Prevea Health Urgent Care is open. We can just walk in. There's always a doctor there.
No, I guess
But
not.
we're not Prevea patients.
It doesn't matter. Prevea Urgent
Where
Care
is
is
she?
for everyone, even babies. And you never need an appointment.
Prevea. Now that's my idea of urgent care.
I thought Paige
Come
was
on, let's
doing
go.
it.
When
I
you
did
can't
too.
wait to see a doctor,
There you go.
walk into
This
Prevea
kid looks
Urgent
really
Care.
excited, doesn't he?
Urgent Care is located in the
Looks like
Prevea
he's gonna-
Ashwaubenon Health
maybe he's
Center
just really
at 760 Pilgrim Way, just across from Bay Park
Oh,
Square.
hit that scoreboard.
Open 7 days a week, including
Mom's not helping him out at all.
Prevea Urgent Care offers convenient hours, a comfortable private setting, and care.
Oh, he's
that
got
makes
that one.
you
He's got that
feel
one.
like
Yeah.
The doctor will
Attaboy.
see you now.
Prevea Urgent Care.
A little hop.
better way to feel better.
What will bring you back?
Ah, he's got
it's
that.
the most important thing we ask at Festival Foods. From our
3 out of
coworkers,
5.
our suppliers, and most importantly from you, our customers. What's missing? How can we do better? What will make your grocery shopping experience more satisfying? More
They are 1 out of
complete?
6 from
we
the
call
floor
it
in the
Festival's
second half.
Boomerang Theory. Constant innovation to bring you back.
Coming back.
Now back.
3, 2, 1.
Well, Milwaukee holding on to a 1-point lead. Green Bay has outscored them 8-3 to start the second half, Bill. The only basket for Milwaukee, a 3-pointer.
Yeah, they were just 1 of 6 so far in this half. While Green Bay has come out of the locker room hot, 4 of 7. 3 of those belong to Terry Evans. Ryan Tillema picked up the last basket off the inbound pass, but prior to that, it was all Terry Evans out of the locker room.
And this free throw opportunity generated by another offensive rebound from Milwaukee. Again, coming into the game, they had averaged 21 offensive rebounds in their last 4 games. I mean, that's just unheard of. And Boyle missed a free throw. That's his first miss against Green Bay this year.
Prior to that, they were 26 of 26 against the Phoenix. He makes the second, however, to extend their lead to 2.
40-38, Fletcher, Evans, Tillema, Barry, and Cotton. Got to get Troy Cotton going here.
He only had 4 attempts.
And only 1 basket. Evans holding on the right wing. Fletcher catches at the elbow, backs away from Smith on the bounce. 18 to shoot. Tilly. Oh, there's a foul by Meyer. He's just throwing Terry Evans around. Evans takes it on the block here. Let's see if he's going to make it. Evans backing him in. And there's the foul on Meyer. And Meyer just bumped him all day, and they finally blew the whistle.
Terry's just laughing at him like, geez, dude, how many times are you going to foul me?
Yeah, and
That's
now
only
Terry
his first.
joking with Lamar Simpson, the official. What's a guy got to do to get a foul call? Meyer, I mean, when he went to catch that pass, Meyer just shoved him off the block. So Evans to shoot 2. Drills it. Terry Evans, big turnaround this year, 72% free throw shooter after being just 57% in his career. That's a big reason why Green Bay is number 2 in the nation in free throw shooting. You always knew the other guys on the roster could shoot it.
Right.
And this year, Terry's drilling them as Roberts returns for Milwaukee. We're tied at 40, 15-18 to go.
Green Bay now 11 of 14 from the free throw line. Milwaukee 7 of 8. So they have the edge in attempts again here tonight on the home floor.
Wow, it is taking forever to get balls in. And Green Bay pressuring. There's the double team on the catch. They get it in. Smith now brings it across on the right sideline. Smith hesitation move. Peels off into the corner. Brings it all the way out to midcourt.
Nice press break there by the Panthers. Really no opportunity to trap at all.
Roberts on the high post. Picked up by Fletcher on a switch. Fletcher beats him to the spot. Franklin catches right wing. Shot clock at 12. Franklin down the lane. Misses with the left hand. Rebound on the deck. Picked up 50-50 balls. All Milwaukee so far. Still shot clock at 4. Ayers bailout 3. Oh, that's a crusher. That is an absolute crusher.
Behind the back bounce pass from Avery Smith to the corner for Ayers, who drilled it. His second 3 of the half.
Green Bay now down by 3. Ayers has been the answer so far.
14 for him.
Big fella.
But he was really active in the first part of the first half and so far here in the second.
Terry Evans, wow, stutter step pull up from 16, and it hit nothing but net. Terry Evans with a monster half here.
14 for Evans now.
That's 10 and a half. Green Bay down a point, 43-42, coming up on 14 minutes left. Here's Ayers again behind the stripe, can't load it up. Smith gets a screen from Ayers. He traveled, gives it to Ayers. Ayers to a cutting Roberts. Underneath, down the lane, foul on Troy Cotton. Second foul on Cotton. Roberts will shoot a pair. 13:56 to go.
Are they going to give him a shooting foul on that? Oh, my goodness.
You can hear Coach K saying
He's
that's
right.
on the floor.
It is on the floor. Now, you're telling me then that means that that basket would have counted. That is on the floor. You're exactly right, Coach.
Well, that's okay. Roberts missed the free throw badly. Nelson, Perrine, and Schochner in for Fletcher, Berry, and Cotton. Got to get Troy Cotton going. To come out of this next break, hopefully red hot.
Who's going to score with this lineup on the floor? With Tillema, Evans has been red hot. He's got 10 of their 12 in the half. For Schochner, too, who's got a 3 tonight.
Roberts missed again. Ayers tips it. Nelson gets it, holds it. A lot of contact, and there's a foul on Ayers. Finally, in the crowd, giving Tim Fogarty the business. It took forever to get that foul called.
It's about as loud as the crowd has been tonight. It's like, finally.
And they're all over Ayers. That's his third.
Well, Pat had
Check that. That's his second.
I got him with 3.
Now they give it a third. Thank you.
Pat had wrapped that ball up.
I mean, I'm telling you what, folks. Milwaukee it's a mugging almost every time. Perrine, pull-up jumper, in and out. Rebound on the deck. Picked up by Ayers. Green Bay's going to have to start securing the glass here. And there's a foul on Perrine, on Roberts. No shot. Third foul on the Phoenix. 13:21 to go. A long way to go. Milwaukee has 5 team fouls.
Game, though, is taking on the...
It's starting to get, like, rough. Really rough.
Well, and every possession is becoming just ultra important right now.
Yep, you're absolutely right. A lot at stake here for these two teams. Avery Smith baseline drive, missed it. Schochner got crushed and pushed out of there. Here's Perrine off the long rebound into the front court. Here's Tillema. Hesitation move, pull up from 8 off the window is in.
Love that bank shot off the glass.
Green Bay has their first lead since 8-6. This crowd is going crazy. Franklin, Boyle, lane opens up, driving with the left hand and scooping and scoring. Big basket by Tone Boyle. Milwaukee back up by a point.
13 now for Boyle.
He's a good-looking player.
He sure is.
Perrine into the lane. Perrine going to the fadeaway. Perrine missing. Schochner offensive rebound. Schochner hammered on the way up. Get that on the big fella. That's number 4 if it's on Ayers. It is on Ayers. They get it on 55 or 5. Let's hear the call.
I think 5. It is on 5.
It's just on 5. That's Franklin. That's his third.
That's 3 on Franklin, though.
I'll tell you, on the other end of the floor, did you see Mike? Mike took a shot to the back of the head and looked like he was getting a standing 8 count. I mean, his knees buckled.
Well, he was trying to get himself in position for a weak side rebound, and then all of a sudden he got nailed and he bailed out.
I mean, his head went down to his chest. He got hit hard. And we can sit here and talk about calls and non-calls and all this, but I go back to Monday night, the Butler game, and what Brad Stevens said afterwards, and Brad Stevens was a classy act, the Butler coach. He said, regardless of what the situation, you have to adjust. So You're going to have to just play through it tonight on both sides because it's going to be extremely physical these final 12 minutes and 28 seconds. Green Bay by a point, 46-45. You're going to have to draw blood to get a foul, I think. Here's Boyle going around the right side. Boyle on a floater on the rim. That's basket interference by Milwaukee. They had a hand in the basket. Rebound Schochner after the airs miss. Here comes Perrine. Perrine racing into the front court. Perrine to the rim with the right hand. Scored it! Perrine scores it. Green Bay by 3.
What a move by Perrine. He goes to the offhand and pick on the defender and put it off the glass.
Perrine trying to undress Smith at midcourt. Nelson jumps out on Smith. Double team coming. They get it to Ayers. Franklin has it. Deep on the left wing. Into the corner. Boyle going to load a 3 for the silencer. Can't get it. Smith over Perrine. Foul on Smith. Timeout on the floor. Listen to this crowd. (48-45) Phoenix. From Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
Hi, Mike.
All right. I love it.
Gotta pace myself.
Great response to our new website.
I couldn't see the finish of that play. There are too many guys standing.
Oh, and Perrine?
Oh, and I finally saw that the ball come down through the basket. I never saw the shot.
Oh, he's like this. He went up and he crossed his body with the right hand.
Wisconsin. By the way, this is Bob Unplugged. There are no attorneys or PR.
But that's a big basket because he took two really bad shots.
You got it tomorrow. Envision the difference, the future.
Well, the first one wasn't a bad shot. The fadeaway was not a good shot.
The more tasty bullseye.
We blew it, didn't we?
Blew it. Yeah, typhooned it. I didn't drink any of mine yet. You may have already sipped that so-called light beer and not even realized it.
So is he shooting now?
Miller Lights with its full beer tastiness and 3.2 grams of carbs. Ladies, relieve these gents of those light beer wannabes.
Over the back.
The official beer of the more tasty. Miller Light. Good call.
Milwaukee, Wisconsin. Live responsibly. Pre-12 ounces. No like 3.2 grams carbs, less than 1 gram protein, and 0.0 grams fat. Question.
30.
With unlimited cell phone minutes for $37.95 a month.
Well, I'd probably check in on my son at college every night. You know, just to
they've only hit 3 3-pointers, Bill.
Hello? Hello?
They only hit 4 the first game.
Hello?
At Einstein Wireless,
they start coming now.
For just $37.95 a month. No contracts, no deposits, no missed moments. Because at Einstein Wireless, people matter. Minutes don't. Visit us in the Bay Park Square Mall.
Phoenix have 2 this half.
From the Fox River
Who has them?
Welcome back.
Coming back in 3, 2, 1.
Fans, when you're hungry for great food with great service, come home to the good stuff, Country Kitchen. And the Phoenix have been cooking in this second half. They now lead it by 3 after trailing by 6 at the break, Bill.
And they're doing it without the 3-pointer. They haven't tried a 3 here in the second half. They're 3 of 9 on the game, but they're 7 of 12 in this second half. All from inside the arc, mostly in the paint. Those points in the paint numbers have evened up now, 16-16. Terry Evans has had a huge second half.
Milwaukee just 3 of 13 from the field in this half. As Perrine for 1-1 drills the first. And a boy, Berkese, Milwaukee native, played his high school ball at Milwaukee Vincent. First recruit for Todd Kowalczyk out of that traditional powerhouse down in Milwaukee. The Panthers wanted Perrine. He chose the Phoenix.
And Breeze, an 80% free throw shooter on the year, missed the second.
Nelson just picked up his 3rd foul as he tried to get around Ayers. That's hard to do.
Came over the top.
Yep, 49-45. Green Bay the lead, 11:37 to go. Franklin to inbound, Phoenix showing pressure. Franklin still looking, gets it to Roberts. Back to Franklin.
Franklin pushed off of Terry, too.
Roberts, yeah, you bet. Terry was looking at Brad Gaston. Big Cheshire grin on his face. Boyle way out high. Boyle puts it on the deck. Roberts driving in from the left. Kick out Ayers, open 3. Off the back iron, and there's one of those long rebounds on the missed 3, and Avery Smith tracks it down. Can't keep allowing that. Here Smith gets in, bumps into Perrine, hands to Boyle. Boyle, 3, fouled by Perrine. Missed the basket, but 3 shots for Tone Boyle. 5th on the Phoenix.
Now Gaston is over here saying, do you have any video on where his foot was?
He doesn't even know
if it was a 3 or
He's
not.
asking with Tim Fogarty. He doesn't know. He was close to the line. It looked like a 3 from here, but he was very close. So he goes to the other 2 officials, and we're going to get another replay review.
He didn't put his hand up when he
did not
originally went up for the shot.
He did not signal a 3 on the shot.
So how is he going to be able to tell? What's he going to do? Do it when the guy comes down? You can't do that because
I think
the guy
he was,
can fade.
He was
or
hoping
drift.
somebody else had his back. This is the 2nd time tonight they haven't been able to figure out. One was earlier on who should be shooting free throws for the Phoenix. 3 shots.
He held up his thumb and his index finger as if to say that he was that far, about a half an inch behind.
So with Green Bay up 4, Tone Boyle shoots 3. 11:04 left. He misses the first.
Thank you. He's 3 of 5 tonight. 3 for 5 for Tone Boyle. Makes the 2nd.
4 for 6. As Perrine checks out, Tilly in. And he quickly relays a message from Coach K to Mike Schochner.
Go at Ayers. He's got 3.
And he does not want to defend a quicker player in the post.
Let's
2
see
free throws, 49-47, Green Bay the lead. Let's see what happens.
That was the directive to Mike Schochner. Let's see what he does when he gets the ball.
Got to post him up. He's got to get down on the block. Let's see who gets him the ball. Fletcher has it, picks up the dribble, right wing. Schochner catches with Ayers on him, but it's way out high. Here goes Fletcher around the screen. Ayers picks him up on a switch. Take him down. Oh, not that shot. Not that shot. You had Schochner posting up a smaller player, and Fletcher could have just taken it right past Ayers. Instead, he settled for a 3 and missed it. Smith crosses him over and lays it in. Tie game, 49-49. Didn't like that play at all.
Big swing there.
Yep. Milwaukee scored 4 in a row after Green Bay took a 4-point lead. Here goes Fletcher driving, baseline, Cotton coming from the right side, jump step, fade, fire, falls out. It was halfway down and the rebound Smith. Now Milwaukee with a chance to go back on top here. Have they weathered the storm? Smith shoots him right out of it. Ayers bumping everybody around, no call, picked up by Boyle. 50-50 ball again to Milwaukee. Pump fake Franklin, steps in and hits an 18-footer. Timeout, Rob Jeter. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Green Bay not getting to loose balls. Loose balls going all Milwaukee's way.
I thought
Ayers was over the back, but, you know.
Well, so far, coach's directive has not been followed here. They haven't been able to get Schochner on a post-up against Ayers to try to get him another foul.
Let's take a full timeout. That 30 becomes a full. We'll come back. 9:54 to go. Panthers up 2. 51-49 from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network. Got to win this game. Oh, the big comeback. Look at the second half.
Wow. 25-8. Yeah, wow, they went up 27-9. They were up 18 at that point, and then maintained that whole way.
Oh, guys, I had a spot arrowed on me. How much time you got left then?
I have no way of knowing.
Oh, okay. Okay, well, I got about 15 seconds left.
We're fine. They're not even out of the break yet.
Okay, great.
What are we on, 15 or 16? 15?
15. Okay, coming back in 3, 2, 1.
9:54 left. The Panthers have survived the run by the Phoenix that put Green Bay up 4 after being down 6 at the break, and now the Panthers up a deuce. Elsewhere in the Horizon League, number 11 Butler wins at Wright State, 69-51. So Green Bay cannot catch Butler tonight. Youngstown State and Illinois Chicago tied at 52 late in the second. Cleveland State has beaten Loyola 83-70, and Green Bay will be at Cleveland State 1 week from tonight. And Detroit gets their second league win by a point over Valpo. Green Bay basketball to inbound, down a deuce. Perrine, Fletcher, Evans, Schochner, and Tillema. And Ayers out of the game now with those 3 fouls. Anthony Hill in, Tony Meyer in for Milwaukee.
Green Bay is in the bonus, so they'll be to the free throw line for the rest of the way.
And there's one right there on Meyer. And Terry Evans will shoot. Tony Meyer with his third. Tony Meyer, gifted athletically, but he's got to learn how to play defense. He does a lot of pushing and shoving. You got to play with your feet, not your hands.
He's trying to crawl over the top there of Terry Evans, who had nice position on him on the below post. They will allow the substitution before the first of a 1-and-1, and it's
Franklin replacing Meyer.
Now Ricky has 3 too. Meyer has, that was just his second. Terry to the line.
1-and-1 for Terry Evans. Perfect on the first.
Big. Remember the other night.
Yep.
32 of 35.
Terry Evans.
Now before the timeout, Chris, excuse me, before the timeout, Ryan Tillema went to the official, Tim Fogarty, and told him something about Ricky Franklin. He said, watch 5 with, and I couldn't figure out exactly what he said. And then Fogarty just went over to them. They're standing side by side of the free throw line. He just went over and said something to both of them.
Tied 51, 2 free throws for Evans. A lot of pressure from Green Bay. Franklin trying to run the baseline. They get it to the sideline. There's your trap. Smith has it trapped. He dribbles out with a big elbow into the chops of Terry Evans. Bounce pass Hill. He fills the lane and lays it in. Terry Evans was trying to pick up. He got knocked out on the sideline. Schochner pump fake on Hill. Down the lane. Mike to the basket. Missed it. Evans tips it. Picks up the rebound. Gets it to Perrine.
Boy, I would love to see him just go up and slam that thing.
Waited too soft, but Green Bay with another chance. Down a deuce. 9-10 left to go. Smith all over Fletcher, who dribbles to the left wing. Now Terry Evans with Roberts on him. Tillema puts it on the deck, spinning in on Franklin. Dump pass, Schochner reverse it in. Beautiful two-man game. We're tied at 53.
Nice job, Tillema. He knew where Michael was the whole way, and it was like he was planning on that as soon as he got the basketball.
Roberts right side into the lane with the left hand. Count it, and a foul. Mike Schochner could not beat him to the spot, and Roberts with a chance at a three-point play. 8:40 left in the game.
First on Schochner. That's the 6th team foul against Green Bay, so they still have one. Actually not. That was their last foul to give. The next one will put Milwaukee on the line the rest of the half. And now Berry replaces Schochner. Randy Berry with 3 fouls here.
That was the first on, or was it the second on Mike? It was the second. Roberts hits the three-point play. 56-53 Milwaukee. A lot at stake here tonight. Green Bay can cement their lead on number 2, and of course the top 2 finishers in the league get buys into the semifinals. That's 2 games you don't have to play. Tilly, catch and shoot 3. Oh, he missed it badly, and Tilly's still waiting to scratch from long range tonight. Smith, that's a dribble over the top of his head, but picks it up and keeps the bounce alive. Smith down the lane, couple steps, Roberts, hesitation move, score it. 58-53, Milwaukee up by 5. Boy, a big swing here after Green Bay led by 4. Timeout, Coach Kowalczyk, 30-second timeout, 8 minutes to go. 58-53, Cotton coming back in.
Give credit to Milwaukee. They withstood the rush, and they've made a couple of really nice possessions here. Deontay Roberts has been right in the middle of it. He's scored their last 5, the 3-point play, and then he got the basket on the nice low post move on the last trip. Off to Tillema miss. And right now it's, that rebound gives them 33 rebounds to Green Bay's 25. That 8 rebound edge.
The second chance point.
It seems like every long rebound they've got.
Those are those 50-50 balls they talk about, which means it's anybody's ball. And Milwaukee getting the lion's share of those. All right, Green Bay playing with fire here, down 5 with 8 minutes to go.
Plenty of time.
Fletcher dribbles around the left side, takes it to the rim, up and under move, and a layup for Ramon Fletcher, 58-55 Milwaukee.
That's now
8
for Fletcher.
You know we haven't seen tonight from Green Bay? Zone.
No 1-3-1 at all, right?
Nothing. Straight man all night long. Evans, or excuse me, Perrine. Smith dribbling with that right hand the whole time, and they call Perrine for the foul. Timeout on the floor. 1-and-1 coming for Avery Smith. Panthers up 3, 7.5 left. From Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
The Fan.
Got you guys.
There's always something happening at the bar. The Bar, Holmgren Way in Limekiln will be showing all the UWGB men's and women's conference basketball games on their many HD TVs all season. And also at the bar, you can catch ESPN's full court package for all of you college basketball fans. The Bar is proud to support UWGB athletics. For more information, head to their website at www.meethatthebar.com.
I don't like it.
I don't either.
I don't like the way it's being played.
That girl can fly. Can you? Get the most out of your sport with XL Athletic Performance Training.
20 seconds, gentlemen.
Visit xlplaylarge.com. What's your goal? To kick the ball? Or blast it? Take your game to the next level with XL Athletic Performance Training from Bell & Health. Visit xlplaylarge.com.
Now back to Phoenix basketball.
Coming back in 3, 2, 1.
7 minutes and 31 seconds left. Chris Roth and Bill Rabier with you at the sold-out Rush Center. Second ever sellout for the Phoenix in this building. But Milwaukee trying to win their 3rd in a row in this building. And they will be at the free throw line for a 1-and-1 out of this timeout with a 3-point lead, Bill.
Tonight from the line, Milwaukee is 10 of 14.
They've hit their last 3 shots from the field as well.
And who's going to the line?
Avery Smith.
It'll be his first trip to the line tonight. On the season, Smith just a 68% free throw shooter.
Green Bay, a poor shooting night. 39% from the floor, 27% from three-point range. They were only 4 of 19 in the first meeting down in Milwaukee, and tonight just 3 of 11 from long range. And Troy Cotton has yet to scratch on a deep ball. He's 0 for 2, and he leads the conference in made threes per game as Smith clangs it and rebound Randy Berry.
Nice clear out. That's the way to rebound, Pat. Hope you're watching. For the future, get those elbows out, secure it, turn, make the outlet.
All right, let's see if they can get Ayers in trouble here. He's got 3 fouls, the big fella back in the game. Fletcher backs out, 18 to shoot. Tillema, Smith commits. Tillema goes in strong. There's 4 fouls on Ayers.
I mean, that was I thought there was going to be a
big time flusher,
big time collision. I thought Tilly was going to go up and try to slam it home. Probably a wise decision that he didn't, because who knows the kind of foul Ayers would have laid on him. Just go to the line and knock him down.
Come on, Tilly, you need these, buddy. Knock, they go right down the well, that one.
4 out of 5 from the free throw line tonight.
Burley Port into the game, a 6'8 junior. Junior college transfer, his first action now. Ayers goes out with 7:10 left.
First action for Port out of Liberia.
Oh, Tilly's short, picked up by Berry.
Back up.
Berry double teamed and he lost it. What is he doing? Got to either go up or get it out. Missed opportunity there. Green Bay down by 2. Smith on the right wing. Boyle. Roberts has it against Cotton. Big screen from Port. Boyle catch and shoot 3 from the top. Way off. Rebound Cotton. Quickly to Terry Evans. Now to Fletcher. Fletcher in the left corner. Boyle covers him up. Fletcher yet to put it on the deck. Now he goes, crosses over to the rim, scores it off the glass. We're tied at 58. This crowd, here they come again. They're getting on their feet. They need some defense here. 6:15 to go. Smith crosses over Evans into the lane. Whips a pass to Franklin. Good defense by Tilley to cover him up on the left block. Boyle has it behind the stripe. Over to Smith on the right sideline. Shot clock at 12. Smith down the lane. Kick into the corner. Offensive foul. Tilley took the pain. That is the third foul on Smith.
Smith was driving, he kicked it into the corner, but he still ran over Ryan Tillema, and he gets the benefit of the call there. Nice job by Ryan, as you say, takes the pain. They love it. Those are those skeletons that Coach talks about.
Anthony Hill returns, Port out.
That's the 10th team foul against Milwaukee, too, so it's 2 shots from here on out.
Roberts pushing Evans. Backdoor cut off Cotton's hands, out of bounds.
Boy, that was a nice look by Terry, too.
It was, and Cotton couldn't hang it. Couldn't hang on to it. And Green Bay had a chance at the lead. We're tied at 58, 5:43 left. This is a very crucial game. Smith off the bump. Roberts comes in from the right side. Poked away by Fletcher. Picked up by Berry. Turnover on the Panthers. Evans is ahead of the crowd, but they can't see him. Instead, he'll launch a three and fouled by Hill. 3 free throws coming. Oh, boy, did they miss an opportunity for the dunk.
Well, Terry was out in front, but I think the referee or somebody
screened Fletcher.
Was in the way. He couldn't get the pass to him. He finally found him, and then he gets fouled from beyond the arc. Anthony Hill with his first, and Terry to line for 3. Boy, he missed that one really badly. He had to be fouled because that thing missed everything.
Hill knocked him down. I know what that feels like. Evans hits the first.
No,
I didn't have to shoot free throws after it, though.
You and Terry have something in common.
That's probably it.
Both
outside of our exceptional leaping ability. Terry Evans.
6 for 6 now from the line.
Yeah, drills the first 2. Meyer returns, and Ayers return. Meyer and Ayers. Meyer has 3. Ayers has 4. Let's see if Green Bay can knock this one down, get a stop, and then get the big fella out of the game. Evans, perfect. 61-58. Green Bay has scored 8 straight. This crowd getting back into it. Franklin. Meyer on the weave. Meyer into the lane. Jump step, runs over. Ayers rebound, basket. Boy, oh boy, what a horrible shot by Meyer, but once again, they get an offensive rebound. 61-60. Inside of 5 minutes, 4:57 for the game. Fletcher hands to Evans. Meyer on him. Evans picks up his dribble. Cotton pops out high to get it. Shot clock at 17. Cotton to the right side. Fletcher behind the arc. Fletcher going to bring it back middle. 12 to shoot. Crosses over Smith. Runs into Tillema. 10 on the shot clock. Better get moving. 7 on the shot clock. He's still way out high. Into the paint. Lead for Berry. Berry fouled hard. That's going to be on Smith. That's 4 on Avery Smith. 4:33 to go. Berry shoots 2.
Randy went up and underneath again and got the foul. Nice job by Ramon Fletcher. The shot clock ran down. Found Berry on the low post. Now Randy's got to knock these down. 2 for 2, 3 for 3 now from the line.
62-60 Green Bay, 4:33 left. Panthers now in some serious foul trouble. That is 10 team fouls. Berry missed it. Rebound Meyer, 62-60 Green Bay. 4:29 to go. This game's going to be won with defense. Franklin, screen roll, Ayers covered up by Evans. Air on the deck. Air holding, finds Franklin underneath. Tie game, 62.
Double team on Ayers. Ricky Franklin just went to the basket and he found him.
Fletcher tied at 62, coming up on 4 minutes. Tilley a 3, down the well. Right wing three ball, Ryan Tillema.
Second three for Tillema. He's got 17.
Franklin, screen pop airs behind the stripe, back to Franklin. Franklin gets a roll from Meyer. Tilly has Franklin on a switch. Ayers posts up on the left block against Barry. Spins left, forces up a shot, count it, and a foul. I mean, he's just tiptoeing and throwing junk up, and it's going in. He's also laboring big time. Timeout on the floor. They'll go for the equalizer when we come back. 3:38 to go, 65-64, and the Panthers with one free throw coming when we come back. From Nelligan Sports, you're listening to the Phoenix Radio Network.
All right. Next time you're at your local grocery store, pick up some Steve's.
Bring 17 here.
Cheese to enjoy. Whether it's for the kids' lunch,
What's that guy got?
over, or to enjoy
18?
yourself, Steve's Cheese and Larry's String Cheese has something for all.
12,
And Phoenix
15,
fans, bring a special offer on
How many
the back
fouls
of your
on Randy?
ticket to
4?
receive a discount
No, that's
off
only
your
3,
favorite
yeah.
Steve's Cheese or
I was
Larry's
wrong
String
last
Cheese
time.
product. Steve's Cheese and Larry's String Cheese is distributed by Price Distributing Company, LLC. From Kiel, Wisconsin, a great Phoenix supporter. Pioneer Metal Finishing has been an industry leader since 1945 with 5 state-of-the-art facilities specializing in anodizing, electrolysis, plating, conversion coatings, and painting. Pioneer has the ability to meet your turnaround times for small or large volume orders.
This is
345 square feet of total
as
production
exciting
area.
as Monday was. This is a lot more intense. You're right. Possession to possession. This is
laser
like a
engraving,
death
soft
match now.
assembly, and complete precision masking. Visit pioneermetal.com.
What will bring you back? It's the most important question we ask at Festival Foods. From our coworkers, our suppliers, and most importantly from you, our customers. What's missing? How can we do better? What will make your grocery shopping experience more satisfying, more complete? We call it Festival's Boomerang Theory.
15.
It's an innovation to bring you back.
Now back
in 3, 2, 1.
3 minutes, 38 seconds left in front of this sold-out crowd at the Rush Center. Green Bay up by 1, but James Ayers will be at the free throw line to try and finish off a three-point play and tie things up. Green Bay has committed 8 fouls. The Panthers have committed 10, and the possession arrow at this point favors Milwaukee.
Ayers an outstanding free throw shooter, 81% on the year, 85% in league play, 23 of 27 in Horizon League games.
Yeah, that one flat, but rolls in, so we're tied at 65.
I think every shot he takes is like that. I mean, everything's a line drive.
I mean, he's 6'7". He doesn't need that much arc, but the margin for error is pretty slim. Here's Fletcher on the right wing. Dribbles it back center. Can't find Tilly on a pop. Evans has it now behind the arc. Back to Fletcher. Tilly wants it on the post. Instead, Fletcher out to Cotton. Cotton a 3. Is this the first one? You bet! First one of the night for Troy Cotton. Green Bay by 3. 3:13 left.
Huge 3 by Troy, and right on time. Now you need a stop.
Yes, you do. They want Ayers on the block. Tilly fronts him. Smith still has it. Smith going baseline. Into the corner. Franklin. Boyle has to save it. Instead, they go to midcourt. Throw it right to Barry. Green Bay basketball. Tilly into the front court. Terry Evans. Nope, not there. Not there. Evans holding on the left wing. Here comes Cotton chasing around the screen. Evans still holding. Now over to Fletcher. 2 minutes and 39 seconds. Green Bay by 3. Barry comes out high to get it. Shot clock at 15. Tillema high post. Over on the right side, Cotton. Fletcher catches in the corner. Here comes Evans. Evans back to Fletcher. Fletcher to the free throw line. Hop step in the lane, off the glass and score it. Green Bay by 5. 70-65. 2:18 to go. Big basket by the little guy.
And Fletcher took it right at the big guy, and he didn't foul.
25 to shoot. The crowd on their feet. Tone Boyle trying to run around Tillema, nearly loses his balance, keeps it alive to Franklin. 17 to shoot. Franklin midcourt. Behind the back, pull-up 3 on the way. Off the rim. Rebound Smith. Another offensive rebound. Ayers to 3. Ball is good. Man, that big dude can shoot.
This is like a replay of the game in Milwaukee. It's unbelievable.
Timeout, Milwaukee. 1:52 to go. Ayers now has 22 points. High scorer in the game.
3 3-pointers for Ayers. He's 3 of 6.
If he's in the game, draw up a post-up play, take it at him, get him out. Because otherwise, the odds are he's going to drill a heartbreaker at some point.
Yeah, let's see if they go with Shocker or with Barry. Barry's going to stay in now. Let's see if they try to do just that. Post him up against Ayers, maybe even isolate it, back it out, and get only 2 guys on the side of the floor. Whoever's got the ball, and Barry.
Folks, he was the 3rd leading scorer in the major junior college ranks last year. North Carolina College of Science, or North Dakota College of Science, believe is what it was, as Cotton catches on the left wing. Green Bay by a deuce. Evans high post. Fletcher now has it, 20 to shoot. Fletcher backs off, they run motion. 14 to shoot, they clear out for Fletcher. Here comes a back screen. Fletcher peels off, hands to Cotton, 10 to shoot. Cotton falls down, timeout, Green Bay with 8 to shoot. Fortunate to keep it. Green Bay with 8 to shoot, 1:24 in the game. Leading by 2. Cotton on a hard curl, lost his balance and was very fortunate, Bill, to keep that dribble and keep possession of the ball.
Thought there could have been a foul there, but they didn't blow the whistle. And Todd Kowalczyk right on top of it. As soon as he went to the deck, he called time. So that one, give credit to Coach for the timeout there. 10 team fouls against Milwaukee. That means when Green Bay is fouled, they will shoot 2 every time. 18 fouls against the Phoenix. Ayers on the floor with 4. Avery Smith on the floor with 4 for Milwaukee.
Evans to inbounds, free throw line extended left. Remember, they only have 8 to shoot. Tilley with a quick catch. Tilley pump fake on Franklin. Down the lane, runner on the right hand, missed it, and the rebound Ayers. Green Bay by 2. 1:15 left, timeout, 30-second timeout, Milwaukee.
This is both to get Tone Boyle back in and also to give Ayers a breather, I guarantee you. He was the last guy on the floor.
He's huffing and puffing. And I tell you what, Green Bay has taken it right to him on the last 2 possessions, and he has not committed the foul. He's just letting him go, and Tillema missed it with the right hand from the left side.
Did he get bumped outside, or I don't know how he missed that one?
It looked like he was anticipating contact. He just missed it. All right, 1:14 to go. Green Bay by a deuce. I told you about 3 minutes ago this game's going to be won defensively. And right now, Green Bay needs to pitch a shutout on this possession. 31 on the shot clock. Kalen Anderson inbound. Free throw line extended right. Into Smith. 1:08 left. Smith just walking around out top. Now over to Boyle. Boyle against Cotton. On the deck, down the lane. Blocked by Fletcher. Get that 50-50 ball on the deck. Green Bay has a timeout. Terry Evans tracks it down. And then,
come on, Terry.
There was a lot of chippiness going on the floor after Terry had the ball. Fletcher had the block to make that a loose ball.
Terry Evans on the deck. Avery Smith either reached around, did something that Terry didn't like.
It was after the whistle and the timeout. It was either Smith on the deck who kicked Terry Evans or Franklin. Now, we didn't see it, but that's what Evans was reacting to, one of those 2 players. And then there was a lot of words being exchanged. Even the coaches were staring each other down. There has been bad blood in this series before, but not with Rob Jeter as the head coach. That was in the days of Bruce Pearl. 56.3. Green Bay basketball and a 2-point lead. Possession arrow favors Milwaukee.
And each team with only 1 timeout left, Chris. So it's critical. If the Green Bay Green Bay needs to get the ball in bounds here. If they have to call a timeout again, that'll be their last.
Into the back to Ramon Fletcher, back to Evans. Evans brings it across, 30 to shoot. You don't want to come up empty on this possession. Fletcher left side, Fletcher taking it in on Ayers, jump pass corner. Here comes Cotton, back out Evans, 20 to shoot. Evans down the lane, left side, fade away, glass rim, picked up by Shocker, fouled by Ayers, he's out of the game. 34.7 left, the big fella's done. Way to go, Mike Shocker. Green Bay has not gotten many 50-50 balls tonight, Bill, but they got to perhaps what could be the biggest one of the game.
And the biggest last two if you go back to Evans securing it for the
That's
timeout.
right. Thank you, I forgot about that one.
Shocker really crashed the offensive glass very nicely as he curled around, and Ayers just got that foul because he was tired. That was all there is to it. He reached in. He is huffing and puffing, and now he's done for the night.
He thought he had that rebound, Bill, as he was backing up. He likes to tap it around a lot. He was backing up, and Mike came in there and stole it away, and all Ayers could do was slap at it. And Mike Shockner, the 7th best foul shooter in the entire country, steps to the line for a huge pair of free throws.
He's 5 of 6 tonight. He can make it a 2-possession game here.
With 34.7 to go. 8,000 people are going to be very quiet, and he missed it. Not quiet enough, apparently. I can't believe I just saw that.
He can't believe it either. That thing rolled around, front of the rim, back of the rim, little glass.
Wow. Kalen Anderson gets Roberts. Barry will come in if Shockner can make this one. Shockner, deep knee bend. That one is perfect. 71-68, 34.7. No shot clock. Meyer in for Anderson. Meyer will inbound. Avercamp has replaced the fouled out Ayers. They do not pressure the pass. Smith will walk it up. The Crown on its feet. No shot clock. 3-point lead for Green Bay. Smith will take some wild shots if you let him. He's got Evans on him. He gets a screen. Barry on a switch. Franklin, 17 seconds left. Evans has Franklin now. Timeout, Milwaukee, 14.2.
Their last timeout.
Yep.
So Rob Jeter, it's going to be a full.
We'll take a full timeout. We'll keep it right here. Everybody gets a chance to collect their breath. This has been This has been a gut-wrenching game, Bill. Possession by possession. They've wrung every bit of drama out of this game.
It really has been. It's been a unbelievable battle of wills here tonight, and let's see if the Phoenix can hold on for 14 more seconds in that battle of wills. Who wants it more, I guess, is what it comes down to. Rob Jeter will do his best in his final timeout now to put together something that he likes, and the Phoenix will have to defend. And as you said, Chris, now at what point do you try to make the decision? Maybe you foul here to not allow them to shoot a three.
Most coaches like to hang their hat on their defense. They don't like to put guys at the foul line with time remaining, but we'll see what the call is. Watch the offensive rebounding. Milwaukee has 12 offensive rebounds tonight if there is a missed shot, and they have a huge advantage on second chance points. Out of the timeout, Tillema, Evans, Berry, Fletcher, and Cotton.
It's easy to talk about this situation, but until you're in it, you don't know exactly what you're going to do.
Meyer will inbound just in front of midcourt. Hands to Franklin. 12 seconds to go. Franklin dribbles to the left side. Dribbles back to the right side. 7 seconds. Boyle, lean in, three, tries to draw the contact. No call, out of bounds. Rob Jeter can't believe it. You need to get hit a lot harder than that. 3.5 left. Sub coming in. Good call by Angristhorpe, assistant coach. Coach K was calling a play, and he wanted to get Schochner in, the free throw shooter, replacing Terry Evans. Great work by the Phoenix staff. 3.5. They get it to Schochner. He's fouled hard by Franklin. 3 seconds left. Green Bay up by 3, 71-68. Mike Schochner, who split a pair before, will try again.
I like the fact that the referees, and this is before the timeout, I'm thinking to myself, are they going to blow a whistle here? Or are they going to swallow the whistle in the last 14 seconds?
Rob Jeter's still hot that there was no call.
He's teetering on the edge right now,
technical.
getting teed up. And Brad Gasson just told him, don't say that.
Remember, he got a pivotal technical in that first game. Schochner. Oh, my goodness, he missed another one.
Come on, Michael, one more. Just seal it. Come on, kid.
We told you how gut-wrenching this is. Well, the players feel it as well.
Are you telling me they're not nervous here? Full house, game on the line, 3 seconds to go.
Oh, that was short but rolled in. Two-possession game. Coach K calls him to back off. Schochner out. Evans returns. No foul, Coach K saying as emphatically as he can.
Whatever you do, you don't foul.
2 seconds. It doesn't matter. In front of a sold-out crowd, Green Bay comes back in the second half and holds on to beat the Panthers. The sweep of the Panthers. They are all alone in second place with a 2-game lead and 5 games to go. 72-68, the final score here tonight. The postgame show coming up after this timeout from Nelligan Sports on the Phoenix Radio Network.
Good game. A quick lunch, meeting with friends after work, or a bite after watching the Phoenix win another game. The Bluff